It's time to roll, time to slay, time to loot. Grab your dice, ready up, let's go!
Previously, on the Chronicles of Celestria. At the moonlit lake, the water stirred with secrets. Ashira leaned close, and for the first time in her cursed life, a reflection stared back. For a heartbeat, she felt whole, as though Luna herself had lifted the veil. Then the vision faded, leaving only ripples on the surface and a silence that weighed heavy. Judge's hand seared when it touched the waters. Diego fell into the lake, determined to embrace the waters. The lake answered. A crescent moon flared across his chest, Luna's mark burning bright, and a voice whispered in his soul, "Not yet, but soon." Their path back through the woods held omens and wonders both. A forest guardian of legend brushed past Diego's hand. An owlbear and cub prowled the shadows, and dawn found them back upon the road. But not all had stayed part of the group. Zelentrus fled the grove in the night, stone in hand, its whispers urging him to watch the hoods and take what they leave. By morning, he and Flanagan watched as red-hooded cultists marched towards the grove in numbers, their shadows long in the light of dawn. Fire was set for warning. Invisibility cloaked Zelentrus' steps. And as the caravan warned the others, Judge's stride and Ashira's stealth carried them headlong towards the grove. Chaos awaited. Trees smoldered, druids lay slain, and Luriel bound, chained in tendrils of shadow, his great form straining against them. The cult had pressed their advantage. Mastiffs of darkness at their side, but steel and spell broke them, and the spirit wolf was freed. Within the inner sanctum, the horror deepened. The moon pool was blackened with shadow, the stones running with blood. The powerful archdruid Mirabelle Nightwhisper lay fallen. Leora Greenleaf stood alone, the antler staff glowing in her hands, while at the pool's edge a half-elf bled into the waters, weaving shadow through the wound. His chant twisted the grove, his curse gave him strength, and before their eyes he surrendered to it, his body breaking and reforming into that of a werewolf, but one who had mastered his transformation, reveling in it. The battle raged, bandits fell, cultists died, shadows dissolved into nothing, but the unnamed man tore through them. Striking Zelentrus down was one of the shadow mastiffs at his command. In the darkness of unconsciousness, he dreamed of Azulara, goddess of misfortune, claiming him as her echo. And another voice, a smirking figure within the stone. He was dragged back to life by Diego's quick hands and potion, just as Ashira's fan struck true, slicing the beast in two. Silence fell. The druids were broken, their archdruid slain. The moon pool blackened and seething with corruption. And though this challenge was now dead, the Shade Wolf's hunger lingered within the moon pool. This is episode 12 of the Chronicles of Celestria, Embers of Anarchy. Today, we pick up where we left off. The battle's echoes fade. Steel cools. The stench of blood and shadows clings to the air around you. You stand in the inner sanctum of this grove, where once the moon pool before you shimmered, its waters now seethe with blackened corruption, rippling almost like an oil. Around the edges of the room, lie the fallen druids who gave their lives, including that of the archdruid herself, Mirabelle Nightwhisper. Her body lies limp and still. Her voice is soft. Her voice, once soft, no longer carries throughout the grove. Then you all see it. as you slay the werewolf, as he falls to the ground, the surface of the pool stirs. A faint silver glow rises from within, almost like moonlight itself is being pushed through these storm clouds of the water. And slowly, you recognize that a shape emerges. It's that of Mirabelle's. Her spirit woven of pale light, her expression looks calm and resolute. She looks to you all, and her voice is soft. Children of Luna, do not grieve. My body is slain, but my spirit lingers. I gave myself to shield her light, and through you, hope remains. She gestures towards the vial that you carry, Sylas. The waters of the moonlit lake. Pour it into the pool. Let Luna's grace mingle with my sacrifice. What do you do?
First of all, he will jump down the edge where he's standing on, feel a bit filled with rage about what happened to the grove. Maybe a bit soothed by the words of Mariella. So he will jump down and he will kick the werewolf carcass aside, with this raging kick.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, pulling one out, one of those vials out. Having a little glance over to the rest. Eventually, pouring it into the water as suggested.
Perfect. And as the liquid touches the surface of the water, you feel it and you can see it before you. A light, a radiance, a blinding radiance surges from the surface of the water. Those black sort of shadows within the water stir as silver ripples race across the pool, driving them back. And you can see, Sylas, as you're doing this, that it's almost as if this black corruption, this shadow, it's almost as if they have tendrils and they hiss like steam. The wolf statues around you glow once more. Their red eyes appear to be dimming, almost washing into sort of a clean glow that was there previously. The corruption is quenched for now, you hear echoing from behind you. His voice sort of rumbling through, almost like thunder. Mirabelle's sacrifice binds this place until new roots grow strong. The spirit of the archdruid that you saw before you fades, her light almost evaporating down into the waters. In her place, there are small crystalline droplets. They almost look like droplets. They're little crystalline stones. And they form on the stones at the pool's edge, each one glowing faintly, almost like tears of Luna herself. Take these, you hear Luriel say. Moon tears, born of sacrifice and light. They will heal or cleanse when you need it. Guard them well. And carry her strength with you. Each of you now bears my lady's vigil, a blessing of Luna. You will not walk in shadow alone. The grove is quiet. The water runs clear once more, but the air around you is still heavy with the cost of what has happened. What do you do?
Elirr will actually fly over to the drow and kind of say to the rest. I think lady over there still alive?
Okay.
Are you
Uh,
going to help her?
You go ahead. Sorry, Bart, I was clearing my throat there.
Are you going to help her? Go, you might still be in time.
Elirr.
Yeah, he tries to pick her up, or I reach down and pick her up and see
So
if she's breathing.
before you, she's completely unconscious. There's blood all around you. You can see she's very, very, very injured. There's blood gushing from her. She does appear to still be alive, but she's hanging on by a thread.
He shouts to the rest. Can anyone here help me? She's still alive, but she's bleeding. And I guess he tries to stem maybe the blood flow a bit, like medicine check or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a medicine check from you.
I'm the closest, so I guess Judge would run over,
Okay.
especially after that roll. Run
Yeah,
over.
you try, Elirr, to block the bleeding, and notice that as you do so, it's actually almost like it's just pouring out even more so.
Oh, great.
Okay, so yeah, Judge, you run over.
Yeah.
You
I
see
run
this.
over and yeah, I'll put the 4 points of lay on hands into her.
Okay,
I heal her for 4 healing points.
perfect.
Thank you.
Interesting. As you go to pour these points of healing into her, Judge,
Yeah.
the holy energy, the radiant energy that you have, the magic that you normally feel, feels very different. Something has shifted. She's restored. She gasps and she's clutching her side as she sits upright. But as you reached out with that holy radiance, it's as though the connection to the gods, as opposed to being a straight line, it's now jagged and harsh. The magic doesn't come natural. But you see that she wakes. What? Where am I? As she looks around.
Take a deep breath. Calm your breathing. You just been knocked out in fight. It's okay. You're alive.
Kanan, is he? As she looks back to her brother, who is laying basically split in two against the stone.
I'm sorry, we were too late.
No, we're in her holy sanctum. Here is where we should be safe. What of the Archdruid?
Ma'am, I'm gonna ask you just to calm your breathing. Take a breath before we tell you anything more. You need to rest.
As you can see, she heals herself up here.
Oh.
A further few points.
Okay.
And as she does so, she looks to you, Judge. Luna's light.
Yes.
It's...
Something about...
She stands up and looks around. She sees the bloodshed before her. She sees the rest of you at the moon pool. She sees you, Sylas, standing over the moon pool, basically regenerating it. The weave.
What weave?
Her light. The light of the gods. It dims. What happened here? Who?
I don't know yet. We need to figure something out. Something happened. You felt it too. The connection to the gods.
We may have time. Kanan, how long was I out?
You're out for a little bit. I mean, we were... What's the last thing you remember?
They came in. The wolves. I heard the cry of the crow and the shadow. And next I knew. The Archdruid. She stood firm. Is she alright? As she looks past you towards where the Archdruid is and sees that her body lies there limp, still beaten. Luriel. What of Luriel?
We saved him, and
Yeah, he's all right.
the Archdruid gave her life to protect the grove and the light.
Can we try?
Can we try and get you somewhere where you can rest?
We can get you back to the others.
I appreciate your support and your help. But I think it's best I stay with my brother until help arrives from the rest of the grove. Perhaps Leora may be able to save the Archdruid.
Luriel, the guy who just stood outside while we were in here fighting?
Leora, the first druid.
Oh, that one. There's a lot of Luries and...
She knows revivification magic. I wish to speak with my brother, if you don't mind, as she steps towards his corpse and kneels down towards it.
I will start walking back to the others.
Okay, cool. The rest of
I will
you,
also go with him.
as this has been going on, what have you been doing as you saw them fly up after hearing Miriala's words?
Zell would start looting the Red Hoods, specifically starting with the werewolf, whose clothes are probably like scattered all over the place. He'd start trying to get all into those.
Yeah.
And find any loot on them.
Yeah, so can I have an investigation check from you, please?
You can indeed, kindest of sirs. What are the odds, we think, of me rolling above a 3 today? I'm saying low. Well, that's 16, so 21.
21. With a 21, yeah, you look upon this werewolf's body as the being is still transformed into this werewolf, and you see that at his side is what appears to be the remnants of the clothes he was wearing. On him you find a blood-stained letter. Do you read the letter?
Yes, please.
Yeah, you read the bloodstained letter, and it essentially says it appears to have in Elvish. Can you read Elvish?
That's a negative, Chief.
Then you are not sure what it says, but you notice that at the bottom of the letter there is a black feather sort of left at the bottom of the letter.
I'll take the black feather as well, and
It's
the letter.
it's actually sort of drawn in almost onto the page itself, almost like it's signed by a letter. And you can see that on his side there appears to be a pouch of strange powder. You're not sure exactly what it is. However, with a 21, I would say that you recognize that this smells of nightshade. You also notice that there are some what appear to be a bone-shaped ring. A bone material ring. It looks as though it is basically a ring formed of some bone. And I'd say that you can tell this appears to have been some sort of unholy trinket. Possibly, maybe, his focus as in his human form or half-elven form. Yeah, that's what you see. Do you loot the others? Does anyone loot the others? Do you want me to, for the sake of brevity, should we say you loot the surrounding area and see what you find?
I don't care about anything other than red hoods, but people are welcome to go for other things. Sal ignores the rest.
Yeah.
If there's time, Elirr would like to check if anyone has like spell books or scrolls, but nothing else.
I will say, you know what? I'll use the investigation check from Zell. I would say that you guys essentially don't find any scrolls or letters specifically, aside from this one that's sort of a blood-stained letter that was received by Zelentrus. The rest of you, if you're looking around, you find in total about 20 gold pieces, so you can split that how you like. What I will say is that some of you recognize this, Diego in particular. You recognize this as being, some are stamped with what is the Coalition insignia. Others have old Terramoran mint, which you would know from your time in Stonehaven, as would you, Mirabelle. You would recognize that this is Terramoran printed coin. You would also find some tattered prayer beads. You're not sure entirely what they mean. And a silvered short sword, which is bloodied and sort of looks a bit worn. But that's what you would find.
Out of curiosity, who had the silvered short sword? Was it a druid or was it one of them?
You're not sure, as it lies on the floor amongst the chaos.
Is it near any particular bodies, or is it just?
It is between.
strewn?
It is currently between you and the fountain, Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything just before the 20 gold pieces, or was that kind of?
So it's a cultist ring of bone that you saw. It was 20 gold pieces. The pouch of strange powder.
Yep.
The bloodstained letter and some tattered prayer beads with that 20 gold pieces.
Zell for now will take the ring, the letter, the powder, and the prayer beads.
Okay. You left behind the short sword and the gold.
Yeah, don't care about the gold or short sword.
Cool. The rest of you, does anyone pick that up?
I'll give the gold to Ashira.
Okay. And the silvered short sword, does anybody touch that?
That's a question that makes people not want to touch it.
Does anyone pick it up? Or do you leave it there?
I pick it up and I go, so does anybody want this?
Okay.
I just hold it in the air.
Yeah, it's a slightly bloodied sword.
Does it look better than my current short sword?
It looks very similar in terms of strength and ability, yeah. It's just a standard silvered short sword.
I put it back
I can take it as an extra.
Oh, okay, I pick it back up and give it
Unless
to
you
Ashira.
want it.
No.
You do not have to fight with your mandolin.
I would not need anything, you know? Firstly, is everyone okay? Zell, you took a nasty hit. You good?
I'm fine. Just thank you for that, for helping.
Don't mention it.
I have a lot on my mind. Maybe we can talk about it once we're out of the Druid Grove, though.
Okay, sure.
Does anyone read Elvish?
No.
Yeah. Why?
Are you busy at the moment, Sylas, or?
I was gonna maybe kick the scopes around and throw it out of the grove.
I can read it if you need me
But
to.
if
I'm not doing anything else. If
I'm not doing anything either yet. Like, I'm just about
Okay, Sylas, here.
Thanks.
If you could read this letter, I found this on the werewolf.
I read the letter.
So, as you look at it, it's almost difficult to decipher with the blood on it. However, what you can see is that it seems to mention the druids may move the princess. The stone is confirmed in Sylvanthal. you are to weaken their defenses. And it's signed only with that feather mark.
Okay. I will translate that and tell this to anyone who is in the vicinity to hear it, so everyone knows.
Yep. Perfect.
So another stone.
So, Sylvantho.
I thought the crow was supposed to be the middleman, not the leader.
Oh,
He could just
It
be
is.
passing information around.
Well, it sounds like he's giving orders, no?
Listen, all I'm saying is I heard he was in charge. I don't know where this middleman idea came forth, but the guy said he goes, the crow talks to the Red Hoods, and the Red Hoods are kind of like on the same level with the bandits. They're like the low men.
Jemay, the band that we questioned, he said he was hiring them. He was the middleman between the hoods and
He's
the
the
bandits.
higher up. Why would they have a middleman that's lower than the Red Hoods hiring bandits?
I don't
That
know.
makes no
This is
sense.
what he said. Don't
In a
argue
crime
with me.
organization, you'd think they would have someone a little higher than the
Judge.
Red Hoods.
Shut up. I'm only repeating the message.
Well, there's always someone higher up, right?
Exactly.
There's probably someone higher than the crow, no?
Mm-hmm.
Like the raven.
No, I think that man's called Talon or something. They've
Oh,
mentioned
so maybe
him
the
as
wing.
They've
feather.
mentioned him as a singular
beak.
person, and then they've
Does
Then
their
they've mentioned-
organizational structure really matter right now? All we know is that there is a person of at least some authority who is clearly written this letter, and we have to get back to Sylvanthal, don't we?
of authority.
Weaken their defenses?
Speaking of
Yes.
authority, lady, first druid, what do you think of all this? What do you know about this? As I speak to the first druid, who is like standing right next to me.
Leora has been watching you basically pour the water into the moon pool, and you can see that she's trying to steady herself. She's holding on to the staff and looking around her. Whilst you guys have been having this conversation, she almost looks like she's trying to sense something, like she's looking for something in the room, and it isn't there. And as you talk to her, Sylas, she looks up to you. She lowers her staff. You notice that there are tears streaking down her cheeks. Her sacrifice anchored it. She gave everything so we could hold this light a little longer. You notice in the corner of your eye, Sylas, that the moon pool shimmers pale once more. Though there are scars of black lingering around its edge, Luna's glow has returned, but it appears to be dimmer, more fragile. We need to try and save Miriala. What I saw was something dark. She took it on and bore the brunt of its attack. And it's at this moment, Sylas, that you would hear coming through the grove into the inner sanctum is a druid clutching diamonds at her side as she runs frantically into the room. Honest to move. Yeah. She runs into the room, and you see that as she rushes forward, clutching this diamond, and in her trembling hands, she runs straight past all of you. Does anyone say anything as she's running in?
Would I know what is about to happen?
Can I have a history check from you?
Sure.
At advantage, please.
Yeah. History, where you at? A 19.
19. Very nice. You are familiar with the spell Revivify, and that one of the components often used in such a spell of such power requires diamonds or something of their value to try and cast. You would believe that that is what this is about, as you can see that she's almost beelining it straight to Archdruid Miriala.
I will tell the first druid, let's be quick. We might be able to save her. And I will run the other way with the other druid who's carrying the diamonds to see if I can help or either assist or, I don't know, guidance, anything like that.
What you notice as you get there is the druid is standing there sort of awkwardly holding out these diamonds and looking to Leora. The other druids who are also in the sanctum, who are appearing a little bit worn out, they're leaning up against the stones. They're watching Leora here. Leora is the focal point for all the druids. And as she steps closer, you stand next to her. And she hands over the diamonds to Leora, who steps up to Miriala. You can see that she holds it in her hand and begins to cast something. Her lips begin to move. Her eyes go white. The staff in her hand, it's almost like a light shoots the whole way up it. And as she stands there, you notice that the light spills from her hand into her chest, into Miriala's chest. And you would know it's looking for a heartbeat, for hope. And within a split second, her body convulses. Her eyes snap open. What you would notice immediately, all of you, is that her eyes are glowing faintly white. And instead of breath, as she gasps out, a thin stream of pale essence appears to slip from her lips, drifting upwards, almost like smoke. It's her soul bleeding away. Her hand reaches out blindly until it tries to find someone's. Sylas, do you step forward as Leora is currently casting this magic? She's reaching out, but it's like she can't see. What do you do?
I step forward.
Perfect. As you step next to Leora, her hand reaches yours. And you hear her voice. It's weak, cracking, but with each word burns with an additional weight as you feel it almost imprint on your soul. Tell Soren, until we meet again, when my lips may speak the words etched in my soul. She presses something into your palm. And as you look at it, it appears to be a butterfly fossilized in amber. Her hand then falls limp. The light of her eyes fades, and she falls to the ground. The druids gasp. Leora snaps out of her spell and looks down, eyes wide. Sylas, you can tell no magic can pull her back. Around you, around all of you, the grove is in silence. And then fear. Why isn't it working? What happened? The first whispers of the druids around you. What's happening? What is Is the moon pool cursed? A curse that even the gods seem powerless to stop? What's going on? Yes.
Ian, would I recognize? Does this look like something similar that happened to Lady Evangeline in some way? Does it share some similarities?
I would say the only thing that's similar about this, Judge, is that it has a necrotic feel to it. Something about this feels necrotic, but something feels different. You notice it. I would say any magic user in the group, anybody who uses any kind of magic, can I please have an Arcana roll from you, please? I think that's everybody.
I have a follow-up question for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Has my glow dimmed at all? Or is my glow still as bright as it was? Okay.
We'll come to that.
Don't worry, guys, I'm back. I rolled a 4.
Cool.
Wow.
So we
You guys
have
are struggling.
a 13 from Elirr, a 12 from Mirabelle, a 8 from Zelentrus, a 17 from Judge, a 9 from Ashira, and a 13 from Diego. I'd say everybody who rolled above a 10, so that's everybody but Zel and Ashira. You guys can tell the magic in this area, it still feels holy, it still feels like it's there, but something about the radiance, it doesn't feel as warm. It's as though what was previously a bright light is now dimming or flickering. It's faint. What do you do?
Sylas will kneel down next to the first druid, leaving a hand on her shoulder, trying to comfort her. He's gone. He's with the Moon Maiden now. He's at rest. Bye. What happens next is up to you, I guess.
She looks to you as you say this and bows her head, placing her hand over her heart. Tears, you notice that a tear escapes either eye, and she steps forward, the antler staff still glowing as she steps forward towards the rest of them. The grove stands, but only barely. You have our gratitude. Luna's blessing will walk with you always. The druids of Verdantara are in your debt. She raises her staff, and for a moment, you all feel a silver light almost washed over you. It's warm and steady. You all notice this is a quiet mark of Luna's grace. Then her gaze hardens as she looks to you, Sylas. Take her final words to Soren Ironfoot. He must know. Guard the princess. Guard the stone. Or Luna herself will sleep. You are welcome to rest here the night. We must attend to the injured. We have a nestled area for you to set up your bedrolls or tents, however you prefer. I suggest we leave the sanctum. Leave the druids to mourn with their own. As she looks up to Diantha Duskwaller, who is still hunched over her brother, Kanan, who is bleeding against the stone. Does anyone say anything?
I like that. Oh, you want to go first?
I was just going to say Zell bows his head respectfully but leaves.
Okay. I would say anybody who passes Diego on the way out, you still notice he has that crescent moon mark. It still glows. But the glow he had whilst he was in here is far dimmer than it once was. Does everybody leave the grove? Does anyone say anything or do anything?
I would do
I-
something similar to Zell, just bow. Watch Diego as I pass, and then leave.
Perfect.
Before leaving, I think Ashira just sort of like twiddle her thumbs and like make her way to Leora.
Mhm.
I know this is not the right time, but maybe if you have it left in you before we go away for 8 hours to sleep, you should let them know in Sylvantal that there's an attack coming. None of us can do it.
Yes. We will send a druid this eve. They could fly there, save us the time. I intend to write a letter to the Wardens of Harmony.
I meant your sending magic, not the instant stuff.
She looks at you. She looks down at her staff. I am concerned my magic may be needed elsewhere this evening, but we will send the druid. They will arrive before morning.
Okay, well, let us know if you need help with anything. As she like awkwardly starts backing
Oh,
off and then raises an
Ashira.
eyebrow.
Before you go, Luriel said that these belong to you and your group, as she points to the edge of the moon pool where you see there are these crystalline-like tears. You notice that there are 7 in totality, 1 for each of you.
Luriel said they're ours? I mean, yes, they are, but how did... What?
Do you take them? As she gestures.
Yes.
them
I'm
Perfect.
taking... Open my satchel.
They're
Straight in.
not very big. They're small. They're almost like the size of a blueberry, basically. Very small looking things, but they're in the shape of a teardrop. And they have a glow to them that looks very similar to what the moon pool had originally looked like. But yeah, you collect these, and I will tell you now that these are a moon tear. And what that is a tiny crystal droplet that formed when the corruption of the moon pool was purged. You would all receive one from Ashira. A moon tear is a consumable item. It's a 1-use. And as an action, you can crush the crystal to regain 2d8 plus 10 health points.
I've already forgot what you said.
Moon tier, you've got one of them. It's a 2d8 plus 10 health point. It's basically a very powerful potion, as you're guaranteed a minimum of 10 hit point or 12 hit points. And it's a one-time use. But as you guys step out back to the outside of this inner sanctum, you're returned to the scenes where you can see around you other druids of the grove have either returned or appeared as the battle has ended. You find that before you is Luriel, sitting, facing away from you, who looks to be looking up into the sky. What do you guys do?
Just for brevity, I would have taken the corpse of the werewolf guy.
Mhm.
Because as a druid, I don't think, or I don't find he has a place in the inner sanctum.
Okay.
I will carry him over my shoulder.
Mhm.
It was my intent, and I don't know if anyone wants to do it with me, to walk up to Luriel and drop the body over there. Like, this is the one responsible. I don't know if anyone is willing to walk with me.
Is Sylas struggling with the body? Because he's quite a big guy, right?
I'll need a strength check. It'll be an advantage if someone chooses to help him.
Diego will grab. Look, we'll do an arm and a leg, and we'll drag him towards
Okay.
Luriel.
I love how it's like ultra rich Sylas and exhausted fucking.
Yeah, well, it's 14.
14 succeeds. Yeah. So yeah, you just about manage, the two of you, to pull this body across to Luriel. As you notice that the platform, it looks as though Luriel has moved everything aside to sit in the center. The bodies of bandits, cultists, lay dormant on the sides, with a druid lying flat on the ground as well, deceased, slain. As he continues to look up, he hasn't noticed you yet, or at least he doesn't seem to have noticed that you're there. What do you do?
Mighty Luriel. We killed the one responsible for desecrating the moon pool. But I fear its damage is done already.
As it's the two of you who have come across, can I have a perception check from you both, please?
Right.
13.
A 13 from Sylas, which is the DC, and a 20 from Diego. So you both will see that Luriel appears to be weakened. His body looks... The shimmer is not as bright, and there appears to be parts of his flesh that are missing in this echo of Luriel that sits before you. Parts of his tail don't join up. You can see one of his arms has almost like a cut out of it. He's not bleeding, but the echo isn't whole. And as you walk up to him and say this to him, Sylas, he lifts his silver head, his starlight coat now dimmed, his voice rumbles across the grove as he looks to you. This was no lone hand. A shadow greater than this one, as he looks to the werewolf, claws at the veil. As he looks up, the crow has torn Luna's song. But beyond the mountain, Solara's grove weeps. Even now, a curse has now spread across the land. When life is stolen back from death, the soul itself shall lead. And none who bleed can escape their fate. With this, as that leaves his voice, you notice his form begins to shift and shimmer as he looks up. And as he's disappearing, you say,
how do we stop it?
He turns down to you. Silence the crow. As his form dissipates before you both.
I just look at Sylas.
I look back at Diego.
Oh, fuck. I mean,
Fuck, indeed.
we're in a holy place somewhere. What is going on? Does that mean what I think it means?
If you think that the very dark curse is in this land, obliviating all life, being unstoppable and all, going for everything that breathes air, yes.
Not as much detail, but pretty much is. That's it. Oh, fuck.
Around you, you would notice that there are druids. attempting to use magic on their fallen comrades or those that are injured. A couple of them have diamonds in hand and appear to be casting spells. But each one that wakes, each one that regurgitates and comes back up, all you see is that wisp of white energy come out of their mouth. A few words exchanged, and then they fall limp again. There's panic in this grove, as I will tell you all now. Revivification, it's not working.
Would I also know this could be something relatable to necrotic magic?
You would know from your Arcana check in the moon. Well, you would think, you would believe that from your Arcana check within the inner sanctum, the first time you saw this happen, it's definitely a necrotic nature. There's something unholy, something wrong about the way that this is being tampered with. The way that the light works, it shouldn't be stopped. It's as though, as Luriel stated, it's as though a curse spreads across the land.
Sylas, did he just mention that the other grove has also been attacked? Do you think maybe holy sites all across the land has been attacked? And this is how this curse is spread, perhaps?
The moment Diego says holy places around this land, my eyes widen, because I remember this grove. I know the other grove. But I know there's another grove that could be in danger as well.
Yep.
Diego, my circle, it's also in these lands.
Is your circle appropriated with a god?
More or less, sort of. Maybe less known than this grove and the grove Solara, but it is there. And there is some divine power there.
Well, all I'm saying is if I was some crazy cultists wanting to plague the land, I think I'd start with the prime first, no?
We must go to the grove Solara.
What? Do we not need to go to Servanthal? They have a holy cathedral there. All of the Prima worshipped there too. Should we not go to... There are so many places where we should need to go. I think we all split up into... No, that's a terrible idea. We don't do that. Okay, look, let's go back to the others. Maybe they'll... Come on, let's go. And yeah, I'll just start running across the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
As they kind of turn back to run across, Zell turns to Ashira and Mirabelle, because they're the two that are still kind of by the entrance. Noticing that the revocation isn't working, he just goes, "So now even the rich and powerful are mortal too. My ancestor does work in mysterious ways." I think
Want to get any ideas?
I think there's a lot that we have to talk about, but I can't talk about it here.
Let's just go.
As you guys step out, the rest of you who weren't with Luriel, can I have a perception check from you, please? So that's everybody but Sylas and Diego. 11, 14, and 9.
What was the roll, sorry? Oh, perception.
And an
18.
18. Zelentrus, you are the only one who notices this. But as you step out from the grove, the inner sanctum rather, The moon pool glimmers behind you. It's scarred but alive. And far above you, as you step out from the inner sanctum, as the others are all focused on Luriel and what's happening, unseen against the daylight around you, a single crow circles once before vanishing into one of the clouds nearby. That's what you see.
A smirk crosses Zell's face.
Okay. Can I ask you, where are you keeping the item which you got on the platform?
In one of my pockets, I didn't have a specific pocket.
Is that
in mind.
against your body?
Yeah.
You would feel it hum, and you would feel it be warm. Just for a moment before it dissipates back to normal. The rest of you, as you look around, you see all these druids struggling to bring things to life, and among the ashes, you see there are some of the belongings of fallen cultists sort of put together in sort of a pile almost of bandits and things on the platform ahead of you. You can see that there are cultists, there are bandits, and what appears to be most prevalent to you is that artifact, that crescent stone, marble stone with that white diamond in it, the one that was used to call forth Luriel. That white glow of the diamond, it's very faint, but it sits atop the platform nonetheless. What do you do?
Sylas, I think you should take it.
Take it.
Yes. I've always said you had the dog in you, huh?
I smirk. But they said this present would never be able to. Should never leave the grove. This is like unholy almost.
Let us put it this way. If we weren't here today, I think it would have left by now.
Might be.
If
You
the
might
Red
be
Hoods
right.
have left, if the Red Hoods have left something behind, we should take it.
I don't believe the Red Hoods have left this. This is from the grove itself, no? This is what was
No,
used to
but they
summon.
would have taken it.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Sylas.
So they've left it behind.
Sylas, whilst they are talking, you hear it in your head and you know it to be Luriel. Embrace the stone. I have left my mark upon it. It must remain at the Grove of Luna. But allow me to grant you my boon. What do you guys do?
For a moment, I'm starstruck. Hearing this voice in my head. After that, hearing those words, I will reluctantly step forward until I believe it's over here, somewhere.
Yep, it's right in the center. So yeah, you're just
Yeah.
at it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will kneel down out of like the utmost respect. Thank you, Luriel, for this blessing. I will look after it, and I will keep it safe, like the grove. And I will gently pick it up.
And as you pick it up, I will tell you now that all of you receive that same glow, that silver glow, that same familiar glow that you felt when blessed in the grove by Luna and her light, as Luriel grants you his boon. Now, the way this will work, Luriel's boon is that of Radiant Bite. Each of you Your next critical hit will do an additional 2d8 radiant damage as a fragment of Luriel's starlight lashes out through each of you.
Can I resist this in any way? Could Zell hold on to the
You
stone?
can
that the
definitely
doesn't want?
resist this. You can reject this if you want to.
Yeah, I'll reject it.
Okay. The rest of you, you would feel this, and I'm going to rely on you to let me know when you crit as your Radiant Bite would happen the first time that you crit from here on out. So yeah, it's 2d8, so you would just roll 2d8 damage. Cool. I will also tell you all that you feel empowered, and you've all gained until your next long rest, inspiration, a heroic inspiration. Unless you've already got it, in the case of Diego, you wouldn't get a second one, just to cover my bases. But if you haven't got it, everybody here now has an inspiration until your next long rest. I will tell you, it is now turning to dusk. Around you, the druids are in a bit of a panic. They're struggling to revive people. And what you see is Leora steps out from behind you all, as she then says to you, "In the morning, I shall provide you with items which Miriala had fetched. She wished to thank you for your journey to the grove, from the grove to the moonlit lake. She knew of the dangers ahead and your courage in doing so. It seems only fitting that I provide you with these items for your support in protecting this grove. Please," as she looks upon you, and I would say all of you look a little bit exhausted. It's been a very long time. Zell, maybe less so than the others. You had a bit of a rest. The rest of you, you've been up for about 24 hours now. Diego, particularly, is looking pretty rough. But yeah, the rest of you you've been up for 24 hours. I will let you know that you probably need to rest soon. You've been provided quarters, which, for the sake of brevity, I will tell you, are on this side in the corner up here. So if you head towards this sort of angel statue up here, that will be where you retire. Is anyone doing anything before you decide to do that, though? What would you guys like to do?
Judge is just gonna set up the camp area while they're all talking and doing their thing. He's gonna be setting up the tents and stuff. Yeah, that way he lets them do what they need to do, and he'll help out.
Yeah.
Zell will let the group know that he's going to bed down with Flanagan for the evening.
Okay.
Still doesn't feel particularly comfortable within somewhere like the Grove, but he will turn to Mirabelle. Mirabelle, we picked this up on the road. I figured you could use it in the morning when you're getting ready, and I thought it would be a good time to give it to you now. It's something that the nobles of Sylvanthal would have, and I think that that's very suiting to you. I think I even noticed on the lady's, the lady had a similar item. It's and he gives her the silver box of grooming gear. That was worth what, like 50 gold pieces or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or 25 gold pieces or whatever it was. That we nicked off of the
Traveling
cart
nobles
a few days back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. You would receive this very finely finished silver box that holds inside it a crescent-shaped cone. A crescent-shaped comb. Yeah, that's got silver bristles on it.
Thank you. I'm not sure why I deserve this.
I just think it's best suited to you.
But you could sell it off. Earn a bit of coin. Why give it to me?
I don't have need for it, and I think it would mean something to you.
Merci. I will certainly use it. Thank you. I'm still a bit dumbstruck, to be honest, but yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't want it, I'll take it, so let me know.
Perhaps we can share it.
Perfect. And Zell, do you then start making your way down?
He'll look around and say, "Is everyone staying here for the evening, or?"
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
would it not be safer than being out on the road, perhaps?
It might be, but Flanagan's out there on his own, and I'll be honest, I'm not any more comfortable around these kind of places today than I was yesterday.
Well, I think we might need to have a chat at some point, all of us. Would you care to do that first and then go to Flanagan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Okay. Maybe I get some, I'll go find some alcohol and bring it to where we are resting for the evening. I think we all deserve a little tipple and a bit of a chat. I'll find some oil for you. And I'll wander off going to look for some refreshments or something.
Can I have, let's say for the sake of brevity, you do that over the next sort of couple minutes before you head to take a rest. Can I have you roll a flat D100, please? As you're sort of browsing around the grove.
16.
Okay, perfect. You find 2.5 bottles of wine that appear to be a dark red. You notice this is sitting in what looks to be like a bench location, sort of about here. And I think you wouldn't know this. You wouldn't know this, but I will tell you now. It's likely the drows. But you wouldn't know this. It's two bottles of wine sitting on the bench that look free for taking. So yeah.
I also look for like maybe some grapes or some fruit because I imagine this place would be abundant with like fruits.
You
and
would
stuff.
find all kinds, yeah, all sorts
I
of
just grab
rations
a
and
bowl,
things.
a random bowl that I find like on the floor, and I just kind of like wash it out in the water, and then I just throw a load of fruit in. And I'm like, good, and then I just take it back.
Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, you collect a bunch of sort of fruit and berries and things, and maybe the occasional bit of like sandwich bread and stuff around the place. Like there's all sorts of little bits and pieces left around, but it looks like this whole place has been in chaos. So there's bits and pieces everywhere, but you basically scour around and find just about enough for you to have a full day's rations here as well, amongst all of yourselves. The rest of you, as Zell heads off, I imagine, to help Judge set up the camp for the night. Also, Diego goes around looking for the rest of the stuff. Elirr, what are you doing?
Elirr actually turns to Sylas and will ask him like, "Are you right? You were pretty worried yesterday for going to the lake, and I guess today you probably were too."
Well, a lot have happened, you can see, and I still don't know how I or we all fit in this. So it is all a bit worrying, especially with what I heard just now, and I'm not quite sure what to do, to be honest.
Well, you did well with your darkness, right?
Darkness?
Well, you mentioned darkness a couple times. Also before you reached for the lake, I think.
Well, yeah, it's just because, like, it's a bit of a personal thing, and it's like sometimes I have the feeling that something is stirring inside of me, waiting for a moment to take over. I'm not sure how to deal with it properly, and I don't want it to happen again.
We here if you need anything. You did really good today. Thank you for being strong.
I feel I have to. So if I'm not, then it could get worse. But thank you for your kind words. They do matter.
Well, I do have things to make up for. I'm glad you okay.
Let's make sure we get a good night's rest.
Yeah, we need rest, and I need. I've been wanting to get guidance for our pass, for my pass. I also.
I was about to say I can give you guidance if you like, but I don't know if that's going to be helpful.
Well, after the day, I guess we are rather inspired, but we'll do our best.
There is some information that I will share in the camp with you guys, if it's not too heavy at that point, but it might determine our future, where we go.
Well, let's find rest.
We
Perfect.
should do.
So do you guys then make your way to the camp as well?
Yeah.
Perfect. Then we come to Mirabelle. Mirabelle, in that last combat, something felt powerful. Something felt strong. What you haven't noticed until now is that mark on your hand is still glowing. It's still warm. But it's not uncomfortable. It's like a warmth, it feels natural. Yeah. What do you do?
Just pulling out my glove, where I'm just wearing my gloves now. I hope no one sees it. And I distance myself a little, and I pull out one of the little paper bird thingies that Lady Silverwind gave me.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna write a little letter to her.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And basically, dear Lady Silverwind, I hope this message reaches you well. Word is it there will be an attack on Sylvanton by the red cultists. Please act accordingly. Hire guards, use magic, anything to keep yourself safe. I would come back and stay with you, but I fear that I would overstay my welcome. I still have no place to call my own, and this group I'm currently with might be the only way to help stop these attacks. Who knows, it might give me a sense of purpose too, you know? Right now I feel horribly out of place, but I guess we'll see this through, so I can come back to you. Stay safe. Love, Mirabelle.
Perfect. And yeah, you write this, and as you do so, as you sort of begin to fold it back, trying to figure out how to fold this paper bird back into a bird, as you start to fold the creases, it pops into that bird shape. And as you're holding it, you can feel the wings almost feel like they're ready to go. Do you let it fly?
After making sure no one saw me.
Yeah, I imagine most people are doing their own things and are somewhat busy, but also the druids are very preoccupied with the state of everything that's going on. So yeah, in the chaos of everything, whilst Diego's foraging for berries and fruit from the bushes nearby, yeah, nobody seems to notice this as you let it go, and it sort of flaps out into the sky through the trees and disappears. Is there anything else that you're doing this evening?
I'll stare at it as it flies off into the distance, and then just go back to everyone else and just sits down and hope Diego's come back with beer or wine.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, you join the others as Ashira. Last but not least, what are you doing during this period?
If it is up to me, I'm going straight to bed. But I think people want to talk, so if everybody is ready, I'm gonna go.
Cool. So you head on over to the camp and sit with everyone else?
I'm gonna start ushering people to leave all the belongings on the floor at this point and just get a move on to the camp.
Yeah, you've had enough. You're tired. You want to go.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
over it.
Cool. Yeah, so you sort of head on over. Judge, as you were the first one to get there, can I have a perception check from you, please?
21.
9 plus 10.
Okay. 21.
That's 19, dude.
Yeah. Judge, you notice with a 21, and I will tell you the DC was very high, but with a 21, you notice that on the ground below you, where you're setting things up, it's actually a grassy area. And what you notice is that some of the flowers look incredibly familiar, but you can't quite place where from. They look very familiar.
But I can't place where they're from.
You're not entirely sure. On first glance,
Okay.
you're not sure.
I'll do a second glance.
Do you want to investigate them?
Yes, I want to investigate.
Sure, go for it.
Fine.
You know what? I'll allow investigation of the flowers, or probably a history check at advantage.
Oh, history check. I mean, why
Cool.
not? At advantage?
Yep.
I'll roll both. Hey, 16.
This looks full of life, these flowers.
Yeah.
Unlike the dried flower that's in your possession.
Okay.
But they
gonna
appear
pull out-
sprightly.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the dried flower.
Okay.
Okay. I guess. I guess I'll plant it amongst them. Like put it within the batch.
You plant it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put water on it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you plant it. Do you leave it with the bunch that's there? It looks a little bit different to the others because it's dried, but it appears to have that slight... It looks like it's like the odd one out in the bunch, but it still looks like this is where it's meant to be. Do you just leave it there?
It looks like it's where it's meant to be, then yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay.
Like if it looks right, I'm gonna...
Perfect.
It's a dried flower. I'm gonna leave it.
Okay, cool. You plant it in this ground here with the other flowers similar to its look. After some time, the rest of you all make your way to the campfire. I'd say that Zell, you don't set up a bedroll here or anything, but you sit with the others as you guys find yourself at a campsite, basically, within the grove, in sort of your own area. You can hear occasionally some shuffling, some movement, some crying. You can hear magic being cast from the grove for about a couple of hours afterwards, I would say, before it goes quiet. What are you guys doing? As you
Okay, fuckers. Here's the time. Look, and I throw the bowl of fruit into the middle of all of us. Pick up your tankards, lift them high. I will fill up your glass with wine. Besides you, Judge, it is one of my flasks of oil, and I give you that. We are going to play a game before we talk some heavy shit, because everything that has been going on for the last week or so has been extremely heavy, and I just think we need to have a chat, have some fun, and get things off our chest. Okay? All in agreement? Take a sip.
Zell smirks, giggles, and takes a sip.
Does anyone not sip?
Sylas sips.
Elirr takes it.
I look at Judge with the oil.
I take a sip of the oil, I guess.
Good. I've been meaning to do this for a while. Okay.
Question,
First of all-
DM, do I have a mouth? Like, where do I pour the oil in?
You do have a mouth, yes. You would know you do have a mouth. It sort of sits, unlike everyone else, who has it basically on sort of the middle of their face here. Yours sits slightly below. It's almost like the whole faceplate comes up slightly, and there's a little gap. And when you talk, that is what would open, but it's not always obvious.
Yeah, okay. Because I did it, I just poured it down my chest plate. So yeah, I just...
Sorry, you did what?
I just
Okay, is that what you're doing? Okay, that's what we're going with. Yeah, that's the action we're going with. Good to know. Zell will actually reach his tankard out. You'll see it's already empty. Zell has downed his in one go and is politely requesting a top up.
Okay, look, Zell, I'm going to have to just say, slow down just a little because we only have 2.5 bottles. That's all I can find.
Understood. I'll have just
Okay.
a little bit.
There you go. So, the game is something I call questions. One person will ask a question to anyone in the group. Can be about anything. Serious, funny, whatever you like. When that person answers the question, which they have to, they then cannot ask the person that asked them a question. They have to ask somebody else. Okay? Simple. So, for example, I would say to Mirabelle, what is the color of the sky? Mirabelle would answer.
Ooh.
Good. Well done. You got it correct. And then Mirabelle cannot ask me something, but has to ask somebody else. Understood, everyone? Yes? Not?
I guess.
Yes?
That makes
Good.
sense.
Would anybody like to go first? You can ask whatever you like.
Ashira,
Oh,
Oh god.
what's the funniest prank you've ever pulled?
Well, my sister and I broke into this noble guy's house one time, and there was a party going on there, so we were dressed up, but of course, Arya found some earrings that were really gold and really sparkly, and then, we climbed into the mansion and got into the dressing room where she started stealing them, and then, the man of the manor found us, and, Arya, she stood there, sheepishly, and I may have twirled some fingers around his chin and his neck, told him his flare on the mansion was very visible, and that, we were just late to the party. We got very drunk and gone home with some good trinkets. I wouldn't call it a prank, but, I told him
It's a
to lie.
story. It's a story. I like it. That's a good one. Cheers.
you have
Cheers.
to drink,
Oh,
Ashira.
your turn. Cheers.
Good.
Okay. Are we keeping these lighthearted?
Do what you want. That's the point of the game, right?
Mirabelle,
Oui.
you needn't answer this if this is too much, but I have been wondering. May we know your name?
I do not know what you mean.
You do.
And she sighs, like, really deeply. You mean my birth name? I was not born Mirabelle Moreau. When the ladies at the Second Chance Orphanage found me, I had nothing. I was left on their doorstep. And all I had, a little gorged handkerchief that said Ember. So that's what currently is my name. It's what I was known for the first 8 years of my life. Naturally, and I take a really, 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 really deep breath. Lady Nanette found Ember not classy enough for a lady of my stature. And that's how Mirabelle was born. I have not used the name Ember in, God, years. So yes.
Thank you for
Can I-
sharing.
I
Can I
think we
cut in
all
with just
drink
a-
for that one.
Can I come in with one little side question?
No, that's not part of the
prefer-
game.
Well, I was just going to say what you prefer
Cheating.
we call you.
You're cheating.
Obviously, Mirabelle. I mean, it's been my name now for what? 12 years. Yes, I'm just not used to it anymore.
To Mirabelle.
You have to drink too, Mirabelle.
And I
Smiles.
down my.
We only have 2.5 bottles. And I top you
That's-
back up.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's see. So, Diego, are we gonna do this lighthearted? Do you?
Again, however you wish to take this. Serious, lighthearted. At the end of the day, we don't get much time to actually converse with one another, you know. I think it's just fun to throw questions here and there. Could be serious, could be not.
So what is the deal with Talia?
Fuck. So
That's a
Great
great
question.
question as well.
great question. Okay, so the dealio with Talia. Currently nothing, but before, we stumbled upon one another. We met in Elderglow, not too far from here actually. When I first met her, her gaze captivated me. It drew me in. It was like looking into a night sky. It was like looking into the stars themselves. She had an aura about her that was magical and mystical, if you would have it way. I have been traveling for some time, and don't usually stay in any place for longer than a couple of weeks. But Talia had a way to draw me in, and had a way with words to make me want to stay. It's not until now when I look back on it. I'm not entirely sure if it was my own feelings or if they were being played with. But I don't know. Since not being with her, I have been having quite bad nightmares, as you all know. And it's only from the other night that I'm starting to feel a little better, but we will see what happens. I have no idea. She is some sorceress or mystical magical user of some sorts. Very charming, very beautiful. We spent some time together. I think it was good, but I couldn't stay.
So you have no feelings of revenge or whatever?
Oh God, no! Do you know me?
I do, but I don't know. I mean, the nightmares were pretty bad.
Ah, it's fine.
If you say so.
I'm sure it will be. My question. Bird boy, Elirr. You confuse me. We have been on this journey. You were to undertake a master's task. You undertook it. So what's next? Do you have somewhere else to be? Do you have something else to do? Why are you in no urgency to complete said task? Or have you completed this? I have no idea. What did you even do in that shop?
Well, Lester, never call me Bert, please. It's really not nice. And the task I was given was mostly my own, actually. My master wanted me to go find my roots, if you will. And going to that shop was part of it. Trying to find hints where I came from and why I was not where I was born when he found me. So I'm still searching. In the shop, I was given books, specifically a book from my master left there for me somehow, and I'm still to study it and to try find way where the currents will take me where I should be. Other night I had a weird I don't know, not vision but voice in wind asking if I remember where I came from, but I don't. So I'm still lost and searching.
like a few of us here, I think. I think we should all drink to that one too, eh? And he takes a sip.
As you all take a drink, you see a little bubble come off Elirr's ankle. It just rises, and you just hear a pop noise as the bubble pops next to him.
Your turn, Elirr.
I guess still, I know we not been greatest so far, but you mind sharing, I don't know, your history? I was wondering, you kept mentioning I never killed no one, but it seemed rather weird whenever you bring it up. Are you a good man?
Diego leans forward.
No. No, I'm far from a good man. I don't even think I was a good kid. I think giving you my whole life history might be a little much for a game of truth, and you're welcome to ask something more specific, but, you know, I ran away from home. I ran away from the person I loved. I lost everything I knew, and then I ended up in Sylvanthal, and now I'm here with you guys, so I don't think a life like that necessarily happens to a good person. You know?
Well, that doesn't sound like because you still cared. If you had people you love, doesn't sound like bad person.
Yeah. Ask the Stonehaven authorities what they think about me, and the answer might be very different.
Do you want to tell us? Maybe your truth is more important.
We're playing truth. Ask me a specific question, I'll give you a specific answer. Ask me a vague one, I'll give you a vague one.
He's got you there, Elirr. And if anything, Elirr, I think you need to drink for that.
Okay. So next time, next time we know to ask more specific questions. So, Sylas, you have, I vaguely overheard it earlier, and I think I've overheard it a couple of other times. Your grove, what is it?
I lean forward again because Diego's heard things.
My grove. A secret. Nice smirk. As you said, ask very specific questions and get very specific answers. But okay, like everyone knows the big groves, the Lara, Luna. Mine is more a mysterious one, which is not really connected to like a deity or something, but more like something more cosmic. In this case, stars, constellations. And yeah, that's what we do. So if there's anything else you'd like to know about it, that I will allow it.
Okay, I'll ask one more question. How do you feel about your grove?
My grove?
Yeah.
Actually very positive. It's a second home. I trust my people over there. I trust Lady Starweaver, who took me in quite some years ago. And I miss them. I've been sent on this quest to Sylvanthal, not knowing what I got myself into. And all of a sudden, I'm some sort of an envoy to this grove, and all of a sudden it's attacked, and I'm not sure what to think of it. Like, it was just a message boy, nothing more. So, to answer your question, they're like my family, and I do miss them. So, if we can find them again, like, I know where to find them, but we have pressing matters to attend to anyway. But if there is a chance to visit them, I would show you where I grew up and where I live.
You'll have to introduce us sooner rather than later.
Knowing what's going on, I think there's a lot of truth in that. But, thanks. It's a good question. Judge. I think Judge is drunk already from his oil. What, Diego, what was the oil from Judge?
Oh, don't worry about that. Keep drinking, Judge.
I don't get drunk, but okay.
Judge, you seem to have a very, very different connection to the gods than I think either all of us do. Like, do you really serve more gods than just one, or how does it go?
Well, I mean, you guys serve a singular god. For me, I believe they all serve a purpose and they all have meaning in some degree. So why put myself to one god, though I do serve one primarily, when I think all of them deserve praise for the many good things they do for people out there? Just like, you guys today. I mean, you guys save people's lives. You guys deserve to be looked at well, even if some of you might not think you're good people.
We just did the right thing here. Like, we tried to save
Exactly.
people. Is that your main goal?
Well, that was what I believe my purpose was. I don't have much other purpose than that, right? I mean, do good and keep moving, I guess.
I look over to Diego because I know this is like these are not like the rules set up for this game. But Judge, what do you think is your purpose at this point?
What do I think is my purpose? Well, I think the gods have set me in a weird position. I think they've put me with you guys to maybe find information about myself, but also, like we've done today. I mean, we saved people. Yes, some people did die, of course. We did save people. So I think there's good that the gods have. I think I'm supposed to do good out there. At least that's my hope.
And because of the double question, Sylas, you drink twice.
All right. Ashira. You mentioned having a sister. Well, and I'm pretty sure someone else in this party has mentioned about a sister. What is your sister doing these days? Where's she at? What is she? Who is she?
Diego leans forward.
Well, she recently has been very busy, actually. She's still with my family, my mother, my father, my grandfather. But she has recently become a mother too. Don't worry, Diego. She's not yours.
So you're an
Thank God for
aunt.
that.
Oh, congratulations. I'm sure being an aunt is very, very nice. I mean, that must be something to be happy about, right? Why are
But
you
it-
not with your family at this moment in time?
It has been interesting to have a little life around the camp. She is only 2-3 months old now. But unfortunately I had to leave because Erendor, my ex-partner, stole our heirloom. And I felt responsible to go back and retrieve it. Yet I didn't know the power it held. Not to this extent.
And I'm guessing that heirloom is the stone that you've mentioned before.
It is the amulet
The amulet.
that I thought was crafted by our ancestor, but maybe it has more than that as a meaning. I don't know. However, I have held on to hope that Erendor is forced in this position. He was there when Quinn was born, helped Arya deliver a baby, stick with us throughout the time, and made it feel like home, you know? So, but the more I hear, the more I find out, the more I just want to smack him on the face.
Well, maybe we'll come across this Erendor and maybe you'll get your wish.
Yeah, well, if we find him, he is mine. And I mean,
Well-
I will kick his ass.
If we find him, I'll hold him for you. How about that?
Deal. Oh, it is my turn. Shit.
Also
Diego.
need to drink. Oh,
Cheers.
fuck.
Big swig.
Yes.
You have mentioned your brother
Yes.
and your father. What about your mother?
My mother. Oh, my mother. She is in Stonehaven. She is just a waitress at the tavern. She raised me my whole life. I lived with her for many years. She was the one that pushed me to do what I'm doing now. She helped me buy my first supplies and set me on my way.
Since George got to ask a couple questions in one go, can I just specify, did she send you away from the coalition? In that way?
She did not send me away. I wished to go. She just
And
shoved
she
me
helped.
to make sure I did it. She knew I wasn't happy. My mother and father
Sure.
have split.
Right.
My
And-
father is part of the coalition and is a high envoy. He wished for me and Javier to follow in his footsteps.
I am so confused, but I don't know if it is right to ask you more questions.
You can ask a little one.
I'm just so confused why the coalition seems like a pretty good organization. Why would your father and brother hunt you down? Like, what is it about you that you need to be hunted down from one side to the other of the country. Little questions.
That's not a little question at all. Okay. You need to drink twice.
Oh, I will drink to that. I am so curious.
As am I.
You don't know?
Not really, other than the fact that my father is a bit of a control freak. I don't think he was a good man, let's put it that way. He's indoctrinated my brother to follow in his footsteps, and my brother is like his hound dog, and he wished for me to be at the other side of him. But, as you all know me, I'm not one for, well, Diego. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
But truly, I do not know. They've been tracking me down now for a year and a half, but they haven't caught me yet, so good luck.
I just mean lots of resources for one missing man, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, Ashira, right?
Do they say,
You know?
Diego?
The time fortune's favorite. So they would have to use a lot of resources for one such as me. Eh?
Drink.
Del smacks his head into his.
I take a swig. Okay, that's enough questions about me because, you know, you just asked a lot. Next person to ask a question of... Ooh, there are so many of you. I'm going to go with... We'll go Mirabelle. Why not? This could be fun, okay? Mirabelle!
Oui.
We've all spent quite a lot of time here together recently, and one such person may or may not have mentioned something to me recently. But I want to know. Apparently, you have an admirer in this group, and I want to know who you think it is.
But naturally, I have many admirers. No?
I'm sure you do. Maybe name them all then.
Is it you?
Is it?
Oh no, I'm not allowed to ask questions back. Oh,
That's why I
shame.
didn't answer.
I shall save it for another round then. Good to know.
So who is your answer?
But surely, this is my little secret, no? Nobody shall.
You're not going to answer. I think that means you have to down an entire bottle of wine. And we only have 2, so it's up to you. Never
Well-
heard Mirabelle Monroe to be speechless.
Well, I have no idea. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
And I just smile. And I'm also blushing a bit, I guess. Anyway,
Diego's just like chuckling to himself.
I don't want to. I don't want to talk about this. Anyway, so speaking of admire, I did not overhear this myself, but others in this group have mentioned it to me. Zel, who is Mirabelle if it's not me?
Zal, a bit taken aback by this, and actually a tear starts to roll down his face.
I did not mean to make you cry. I'm sorry.
It's
You
fine.
do not have to answer.
It's a dream I've had for a long time, and I suppose it would clear the air. You are not the first Mirabelle in my life. I grew up in a village where we were very heavily religiously indoctrinated. And suffice to say, for reasons beyond my full understanding, I was deemed rather important to that village. But it wasn't quite a life that I wanted for myself. And one of the girls in that village, her name was Mirabelle. And we weren't allowed to be, but we grew quite close as children. Remember I said I ran away from home when I was younger. When I did, the guards came after us. And I tripped. And they got closer. And she turned back to run towards them to give me more time. And I didn't stop her. And I ran away. I have never seen or heard from Mirabelle again. And I don't know what happened to her. But shortly after shortly after I came upon the thing which I need to be out of the grove to tell you a little bit more about. But yeah, that was a long night. And I have nightmares about that night every now and then.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it's no problem.
I mean, I
Oh, man.
just wanted to clear it up, right? It would be a bit weird if you were.
no,
I mean, otherwise I would have had. Otherwise, I would have had to answer Diego's question with a you, no?
Different Mirabelle. You know how these things go. And Zel drinks a significant part of his drink.
We all take a drink for that one. Thank you for sharing, Zel.
As you guys,
Sorry about that.
As you guys are all drinking, you hear a rustling from where you came in as a druid of the grove steps through, and she has on her, basically, it's like a satchel with what appears to be some food and some drinks and things. And she comes in and she says, sorry to disturb all of you. I hope you don't mind. My lady Leora, she sent me to offer you all some food and drink, as we offered you a place to stay, but no beverages or any meals. Would anybody care for anything?
Do you have mojitos?
Mojitos? We have...
Don't worry.
Is that
I'll
a
take whatever you
sandwich?
have.
We have, is it alcoholic or non-alcoholic? We have teas.
You have that famous druid rum that they make. They make it from the moon sugar. You must have a bottle of that.
Oh,
I
the
can make
Shine
it. Do you
Moon.
have
The
the Shine Moon? The Shine,
We do have Shinemoon.
the Shine Moon.
I will tell you that it is very
But they
potent.
can make you go blind.
No,
Oh yeah, the Shine Moon is perfectly. You can make a special. I've heard. I've had a couple in Sylvanthal. The special Druid Hito.
we blend it safely here under the shine of the moon herself. The Shine Moon is particularly potent, I will say, but we do have some. As she pulls out this bottle of what appears to be almost like opaque, you can't see through it, bottle of silver liquid that shines dimly, but does shine. And she sets it forward to you. We also have some ale, mead. Does anybody care for?
We'll take the lot.
I don't hope you guys have any plans in the morning, because this might hit hard.
That's okay. It's only like dusk. We have all of the night and the morning.
I will tell you,
It's gonna be.
you guys have it's only been like an hour, if that, since you guys sat down. Like it's early evening. It's not night yet. Dusk is coming through, but it's not nighttime. You are a little bit weary, but yeah, she sets down her satchel and she goes, "Ah, that's a weight off my back. I will tell Lady Leora that you've
Here,
been given."
have a shot of Shinemoon before you go.
I suppose I
It's been a
could
rough
use it.
day. Don't be silly. Let's go. We'll all do one. Cheers.
It has been, and as she comes over to the fire, you see that she's been crying. Her cheeks are puffy, her eyes are watery. Cheers.
Oh God. Oh,
And you see this.
it burns.
You see this druid of the grove in all of her holy vestments, sort of down the drink. Fuck. Well. Pardon me. Have a good evening, and I wish you well. As she heads out, and bows to you, or she sort of curtsies to you, and then leaves through the hedges. As you now have plenty more drinks to go around. But I will say, before we come back to the next question, which will be asked by none other than Zelentrus, I think we should take a very quick break. So yeah, we will be back in 5. And we're back. We all got a few bits and pieces, some snacks for ourselves. Okay. I believe we left off with the druid coming in, offering you all some Shinemoon, and a few sort of snacky bits and pieces as well. Zell, you've just opened up about your sort of past and history. You mentioned where you knew the name Mirabelle. You had a drink. It's now your turn to ask a question.
Let's stop looking just for one question at least. Let's move from the past to the future. Elirr, you're on this adventure to find out about more places, find out where you're from. What one place across all of the continent are you most excited to visit?
Oh, that's hard. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing, where Rokra came from. Like, an actual village. Like, where other people like me, where they live, how they live. 'Cause I haven't been. Like, I probably did when I was fledgling, but Master Vibrak found me when I was fledgling somewhere on some island where he was traveling. So it was far from here. Was not even this continent, I believe.
So is that an Aethrian village that you would want to see? Have I got that right? Is that right, Paddy? Is Aethria the...
You guys would know that there are Aarakocra villages in Aethria. However, Elirr, you would know that you've not actually been to one.
Yeah.
Same.
So you're most excited to see an Aethrian village, though? That's where is that where the Aarakocra kind of come from? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I believe that's where they come from, so that's why I would love to go. I've only been at Academy. And here with you guys.
Well, to get there, we'd need some kind of sky ship. We could call it the Glimmer Wake. Anyway, drunk
We
ramblers.
could steal a sky ship.
And call it the Glimmer Wake.
Yes.
Diego,
Diego
you're going to
Glimmer.
steal. You're going
Well,
to steal.
Well, it
With me?
depends. It depends on. Look, is it really stealing? It's more like borrowing, right? You could like take it for a while and give it back.
Right. And that's what I do. I don't see the problem with it. You should try it.
What, you give it back?
Well, eventually.
Like
No one
that
ever said
merchant
I-
on the road? Hmm?
I know his name. I can find him.
Okay. Sorry, Elirr, it's your question. Oh, also, Elirr, drink.
He accidentally takes like one of the moonshine, I guess.
The Shinemoon. Yeah.
Shinemoon, sorry.
How much do you drink of it?
Takes a full swig, I guess.
A proper
before he
swig. Can I have a
realizes
Constitution saving throw from you, please?
Elirr! I join
DC
you.
30.
I do the same.
Okay, Constitution saving throw from you as well. As Elirr, with a 21, you're fine. Diego, with a 12, you're also feeling all right. It's a little bit of a burn. You're not used to this, but yeah, it has a bit of a flavor to it. It's not too bad.
Elirr does a little cough and oh, wrong bottle. So who needs another 10? Sylas, I think. So now you always say that you like the stars more than moon, but moon has chosen you. What you gonna do now?
Well, I beg to differ that the moon has chosen me. I think of the most of us. I have a better understanding on how the moon works and how the goddess of the moon works. But I will keep true to the stars. Like they guide me. They always have guided me before, so I have no reason to let them go. But well, I just see the moon as an assistant or a little help to guide me in a better direction.
So where is next for you?
I think where I go, I think we'll all go.
Well,
I
guess stars and moon always follow.
well, not necessarily. Like, let's be real. If you look up to the sky, you look up to the sun, you can see the sun bright in the sky. You look up now, you can see the stars. They shine down on you.
Sylas,
Let's be real.
as you look up, you notice there's a green tinge across the sky. It's not as blue as it once was. The night sky coming in has a green look to it, almost like an aurora borealis. And in the center of these green lines that sort of go across the sky, there's a black mark above you where it doesn't look like there's anything but the occasional star. It's an odd feeling.
Would I recognize it as something that doesn't belong there?
It's definitely new, and it appears to stretch the whole distance of what you can see.
I will keep this to myself as a concern, also not to spoil the good mood we are in, but I will take it as notice.
Yep.
But like I said, you can see the stars, and stars will always shine their light on you. The moon, however, is still merely a reflection. So, yeah. My trust is in the stars. But the moon can be a wise guide, so to speak.
Thank you.
No worries. I know we should probably like do circles, but I want to come back to you, Zel, if that's okay.
Yeah, 1 second. Who cares about shapes, really? And Zell will now take a swig of the shine moon before he gets asked any more questions.
Perfect. Yeah.
Constitution saving throw, yeah?
Yep.
Del, you can never drink
That's
alone.
an 8.
I also neck another one because you can't drink alone.
I need a Constitution saving throw from Diego as well, please. Diego, the second one wasn't so bad. You took this in good stead with a 15. Zell,
Getting used to it.
Zell, you feel a little bit dizzy. That hit you in a different way.
Cool, okay, questions, let's go.
No, it and I don't want to be rude about appearances, but I noticed these marks on on your body, on your skin.
Oh, thank God.
Can you tell me something about it? Like, I've never seen them before.
Oh, so I am an Aasimar. Because an Aasimar makes an ass out of you, and anyway. So I these little bits. You know how tieflings have like their own little individual marks that kind of show that they came from some form of exotic bloodline in the past? I also come from an exotic bloodline in the past. Do any of you guys know someone called Azulara? Or should I say a god called Azulara?
That's a question you have to drink.
Oh, that's fun. Dix drinks for Zell. Well, if you haven't, she's the goddess of misfortune. Changeling bitch, and she's my ancestor, and so these marks, they're kind of, we all have different ones. I have these kind of glowing things in my skin everywhere, and these kind of scratch marks. But I guess they're kind of veins that emanate with some of her celestial glow specifically. It's her color and everything like that. Even my skin is a similar color to hers, the kind of paleness of it all. But that is where that comes from.
Inside check.
You can definitely. I'll let Zell do this as well.
What? Zell's drunk. Zell's completely telling the truth and has had a couple of drinks.
I mean, I've studied gods. Does something like that make sense? Like, is there a potentiality that he is some descendant of a god itself?
Do you know what? I'll need a history check from you, please.
Okay.
I'll allow it an
That just
advantage because you've been in the church and cathedrals.
19.
With a 19? Yeah. You would know that there is said to be a race of people who walk among mortals, which have inherited a celestial bloodline of some sort. You would know that the Aasimar are few and far between, rather. They're not very common. They're quite rare, and they are said to have celestial energies derived from the bloodline of gods. Yeah, you would know that's true.
Okay.
Okay, question.
Thanks, Sal.
Oh, you're welcome, Sylas. You're very welcome. My question. Who should I ask a question to? I was not prepared for this to happen again so quickly, everyone. Diego.
Oh, fun. Let's go.
What are those headaches about?
You know what? I really don't.
You're just like flirting with people sometimes, and then you go, ow, oh, yeah, oh, it's something like. And it's the same thing every time.
Wait, is it when I'm flirting with people?
I'm pretty sure it's just when you're flirting. I haven't seen it unless it happens when I'm not around. But
why are like three of you all nodding?
That's when it happens.
That's when it happens.
Oh.
I'd assume it was
flirt?
I'd assume it was tied to the whole curse thing, right? Like, if it was from what's her name, couldn't she have?
I did not even think that it could be related.
Diego, you can try to flirt to someone here.
Yeah, I'll drink. Flirt with whoever you really, really actually like, because I think it's got to be real.
But that's just like. You can't just tell me to flirt. It just has to come naturally, you know?
I mean, it always comes naturally with you. I believe in you.
Flirt, or you need to take a shot.
But but that's not. But
This is science.
okay. I don't know what to say.
That's the first.
Diego's lucky. First time I've heard him be silent.
Because I got attacked by a dog today. That wasn't fun. You know what? For now, I will take the shot, not because I don't want to flirt with anyone here, because you are all lovely people. But you've put me on the spot. I will take a shot in this moment, and we will test it maybe in the morning.
Yes, or the next time it happens, you gotta tell us. Like,
Yes.
Judge is always watching. Wink at Judge next time it happens.
Well, I think you'll know when I'm going, ah! So it'll be...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true.
No. I will let you know when it next happens. Apologies. Shinemoon! And I just down shot Shinemoon.
Constitution saving throw, please.
What is going on? I have -3 to these rolls, and I'm rolling like a god.
You rolled a nat 20, which gives
I
you a
did.
17 because of your -3. Yeah, no.
Not 20 though.
You're doing really well. You're doing really well. This is fine. Actually, if anything, you're kind of enjoying it.
I'm getting a taste for this. This is good. My eyesight, on the other hand. Anyway, and I look around the room. Who to ask a question next? I have so many questions for all of you, but I guess something that was brought up a moment ago. Ashira, if you don't mind me coming to you, you mentioned that Erindor was an ex-partner. Was that partner in crime or relationship?
She stuffs her face with all this fruit from the druids that they've just brought over. She's like,
I have to say, those grapes are very...
mm-hmm. They help wash down the wine and the Shinemoon. He he was a lover. He was not. No, he wasn't a partner in crime, but really, actually, Diego, it's actually very similar to yourself. He was a bard who sang songs in marketplaces very charmingly. And he caught my eye, and I just felt maybe similar as how you felt to Talia. Enchanted.
Before you go any further, I have to say, he can't have been like me, because there's only one Diego. But carry on.
I think you would make a great boy band together if he wasn't a stealing ass. However, yeah, no, he really didn't let me go when we were traveling, and he kept showing up to camp, and then he, never left, and that he wanted it to work, and he was half elven, so we've never took anyone, like Arya and myself, we never really had anyone serious for a long time, because we never stay in the same place, and I thought he would be the same, but he followed, and eventually my walls started to break, and I let him in. And he told me that maybe one day we could settle down somewhere, which is something that I can only dream of. To have a house and a home, and have neighbors that don't look at me in disgust. Not to be on the road all the time. He said that we could make it happen, and the day after, I woke up to a note, and he was gone.
I think for that, we all take a drink of Shinemoon. Thank you, Ashira.
I'll take a shot.
I think if I have any more Shinemoon, I might not have.
Here you go. I just pass it to Zell.
You guys, if everybody's doing it, I'll need a Constitution saving throw from everybody, please.
That's that's a 6 this time, bro. I think.
That is
Yeah,
a
that's a
6.
6 this time.
Yikes. I got a +6 too. What the hell?
Imagine doing that and not giving me a bardic, bro.
Imagine me having a -3 and just smashing every roll out the
Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Sylas with yes. That is. The Judge, are you partaking in this as well? Are you also taking the Shine Moon?
Drinking oil. Drinking oil.
Okay, Judge. The rest of you are doing the Shine Moon, and I'd say, Diego, you noticed that Judge also drinks some oil as you guys do this. Judge, you're feeling particularly flexible right now. Everything feels great. Like you're feeling like a well-oiled machine, you know? Excuse the pun. Elirr, it burns on the way down. With a 7, you're feeling a little bit tipsy, a little bit loose-lipped. Mirabelle, same goes for you. You can't really hide your expressions as well as you rolled a 9. Diego with a 13, you're loving this stuff. It's looking great. I don't know how you're rolling above a 10 with a -3 constantly after 5 attempts, but anyway, it's well done. Ashira, this is light work for you. You've had a fair bit of Shine Moon in the past. Zell with a 6, for lack of a better term, you fucked, mate. And Sylas,
Judge, I nominate you to drink mine from now on.
Sylas with an 8. This is stronger than anything you've had. This is rough. This burnt on the way down. But yeah, you're all starting to feel it. Zell particularly.
I might need to get a bottle of this stuff for the road. This is great. I love this.
Do we want to do more questions, or are people ready to?
Yes. Questions.
We could do a couple more before we hit the hay, eh?
Okay.
What
I have questions for too many people. I'll save some for tomorrow. But Judge, I'm not sure if this is a concern of mine with you, but you know, if there's a day where Hildegard goes quiet, or she tells you maybe that your purpose is to, I don't know, kill one of us, who do you choose? Do you still do what the higher-ups tell you to do, or do you have your own will?
Murder you guys would be against my
Well,
moral
maybe
code.
that. Yeah, but what if they tell you that is your purpose? I want to know where is.
If
Like,
a
where
god
lies
is
your-
telling me to kill the people I've grown to care about, I think that goes against what I believe the gods are for. And therefore, I don't think I'd follow a god that would choose harm to people that I think are good people.
Even if she created you?
He did create me.
So that means you can decide your own purpose, right?
Well, I don't know. I believe that once my purpose is done, I probably go into the eternal slumber that you guys, that we saw today.
Well, okay. No, let's elaborate on this for just a second. Do you feel things? I don't mean pain when you get hit. I mean happiness, joy, sadness. Do you feel feelings?
Well, I mean, in a way, I don't understand them very well. I've never, no one's taught me what feelings were or how they work in a degree.
Do you feel
But
a warm feeling in your chest and in your body when good things happen?
Feel it's, I would say there is a feeling there when good things happen. It makes me feel like I'm changing the world in a way. I'm bringing some light to a rather dark place.
So if you enjoy that, then why go into eternal slumber if you have a choice?
Well, my idea of life is I'm here for a reason. I was made for a reason. And maybe once that reason is dealt with, I can go where I belong. I don't know where I belong. I'd assume, knowing that I was created not by Evangeline, that there's someone out there who might have, with the gods' hands, had some creation in me, and maybe they're waiting for me up there. And I'd like to meet that person.
And before you go any further, Ashira, that was more than one question, so here is a Shinemoon.
I will gladly entertain this.
And you can't drink alone, so... And James knocks another
Oh my
one
god,
back.
okay, yeah.
Saves.
Diego, for the first time, this one went down the wrong way. You start to feel it.
But number 6, not so good.
Ashira, with a 10. It burns on the way down, but you feel okay. You notice that Diego is not. He sort of sputters a bit as that last one went down.
Okay.
Mirabelle.
Oui.
You mentioned that you were found at the doorstep by a lady in net.
Oui.
What? I mean, it's interesting because we both kind of have the same upbringing in a way. I was found somewhere and brought home. What was it like being raised? Wasn't it if I remember correctly, I believe you told us where you were raised at. I mean, what was that like?
Everything I ever wanted. It was like stepping in a world which I only dreamed about. I went from living on the streets. Well, not I lived at the orphanage, obviously, but I was on the streets. I often peeked through the windows of the manors. Took a look at the balls, all the noble ladies. They danced, they had drinks, they lived a life full of glitter, glamour, and I desperately wanted to be a part of that. And then suddenly a lady swoops in, me up, and thrusts me into that world. It was magical. So yes.
That's very interesting. I envy that, you know, being able to feel just, you know, having humanity of sorts, I guess. I think that's very valuable.
It was. It made me who I am today, even if I am no longer part of that world. I hope anyone finds the happiness that I felt when I first stepped foot in that world. It's a feeling I've been chasing ever since. But yeah, enough about me. How about we have a drink?
All together now.
Hey!
Okay.
So, one more for good measure? And then we go hit the sack?
Oh, that makes sense.
Questions. God, ask me all the questions. I do all the. Yeah.
Ashira and
Allow him
Sylas,
to-
you both take your Shinemoon And
Oh wait, did we drink
you're
Shinemoon?
well. They rolled Constitution saving
Of
throws.
course we are.
So,
Why?
So you drink it.
Yours.
You drink it, and Diego. Wow. Okay.
I
Ashira,
got a nat one.
Ashira, and Sylas, you take these down, and you feel the burn, and you're not feel everything almost doubles as you're looking around. Elirr, with an 18, you're wondering if this stuff is even alcoholic. You're not quite sure, as you're still fine. Mirabelle, you also handled that with grace with a 19. And Diego, with a nat 1.
Before I do it, I just go, oh, number 7. There's 7 of us. What could go wrong?
You throw it back. And as you go to throw the drink back, you're sitting on the log and you fall back yourself as you realize you're quite drunk.
Maybe we don't have time for another question. I think you guys need to start getting ready for bed.
Oh.
One more for Elirr, and then we can be done with it. And
That's fine.
we've all had our round, and then we can go sleep. No?
That's fine.
So, yes.
No, you go ahead.
I pull myself up onto the log and just like lean on it so I can hear.
I
my-
lean on Diego and we fall back over together.
Anyway, so what was it like at the academy? You mentioned a cage? I mean, that doesn't sound like any academy I went to.
Yes, what academy?
Well, like I told, well, I guess Diego and all of you, Elirr and Master Fibrak, he found me and took me home. Thought I was exotic bird, because I was somewhere out alone, just no one around. And then he took me back and kept me in birdcage. And I was very
But
small. I was
why?
very young.
You never once wanted to escape.
Well, it wasn't long. I was small. I was still small, but I saw him do his research. I saw him do magic. I saw him taking notes, and I kind of imitated him. And sometimes he couldn't find stuff, so I would point it out to him, and then I would say stuff because I learned speech, I guess, by observing. And then he realized I'm not just normal bird and gave me chance. And he let me out and enrolled me in the academy. And yeah, then I learned, and I learned quick. And then he sent me out to learn more that academy can't.
So, you have no feelings of resentment? I mean,
No.
to be put in a cage? You're not a songbird. You're a researcher.
Well, he didn't know, and when he found out, he let me out. He always treated me right. He always gave me food. He gave me clothing after, I guess.
Hmm.
And he never treated me like some of the other students. So he's been almost like father, I guess. Since I don't have family that I know, at least. But there
Wow.
is that voice on the wind.
Well, I think you guys have drank enough, and some of y'all need help getting to bed.
No, one
No.
more.
No, I think I'm gonna have to put a stop here and put
Give
you guys
me
to
some
bed.
of the moonshine.
No, you can have some more on the road.
Who
Get
are
out,
you
get-
to deny
Get
us?
out from underneath me.
Wait,
All
where
right.
did this table go? Oh,
right,
I'm the
hey.
table. Okay, to get
You
to
gotta-
Flanagan now, I'm gonna go.
No,
see
you
Flanagan.
sit right there. I'm gonna
No,
take you to Flanagan.
Judge,
I'm gonna
Judge,
take
I can't-
you to Flanagan.
Judge, I can't stay here
I
because
know.
the
You're-
druids won't like this. And he
I-
takes
oh.
the stone out.
Put that back in your. What is that? What even is that?
You guys
And it-
see in his hand is a black stone. It's
That's the
perfect.
green. It's
It's perfectly
it's the dice
round.
one.
That's what you guys see.
Put this back
Right, did I
in
take out the
your
wrong stone?
No.
put this back in your pocket. We'll talk about it later.
No, this isn't meant to look
This-
like this. This looks talk to
Alright.
me, stone.
Hello.
Ashira, Ashira, can you get the others to bed? Are you
Well,
We?
Hmm.
You want
Yes,
me?
Ashira.
Silas?
Get us to bed.
You want
somebody
me
who
to
isn't-
tuck you in?
N-
This is a great idea. Come on, guys.
He doesn't like me.
Zell, let's get you to Flanagan.
But
I,
but Diego needs my help, and I try to pull
No.
Diego up, and I fall back on top of
He-
Diego again.
He does not. He does not. You kids. Listen, we got a long way to go. I need you guys to turn
Where are we going?
We gotta
Ashira,
go to
help us
bed
up.
in the morning.
I just start crawling on the floor towards the tent.
It's okay. It's
Can't
okay.
pick him up
Judge.
and toss him into
I'll
his tank.
take him. I
grab
can
him.
see in the dark.
Yeah, I would say that Judge,
I-
you basically pick people up and practically throw
Yeah,
people
I
into
start-
their tents.
I start
Um,
putting them in their tents, and then when everyone's put up in their beds, in their tents, I'm gonna pick up Zell, and I'm gonna carry him out to where Flanagan is, and
Ooh.
I'll sit out there and pull sentry out there for the night.
Okay.
Make
Honk
sure
me,
to
me,
ask.
me, me, me. Honk me, 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 me.
Make sure to ask which goat is his favorite.
Just go to bed, Silas,
Elirr just goes to
and I'm
bed.
gonna put out the fire as well while I'm walking away.
Perfect.
Has Judge
I
gone
was
yet?
watching that.
Has Judge gone yet? I want to have another drink when he's left.
Shut up, Diego.
Oh.
Diego, go to bed.
He's still here then.
Shut up.
Okay, good night.
I'll
Yeah,
come. I'll
Dad.
be back up here.
No, he
Can I-
won't.
Can I do a sleight of hand check to try and pocket all the leftover alcohol?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Roll a sleight of hand for me, please.
I'm not doing it very well.
Yep.
Or
You are doing
Uh,
it very well.
at disadvantage?
No, you are not at a disadvantage, as everyone around you is also in the same state. Apart from Elirr,
Okay.
who had audibly said he was going to bed. So,
Well, he's gonna sit in his tent. He's not.
I would say with a sleight of hand of 24, nobody notices you do this. Can I have you roll a 1d6 for me, please?
Okay. Oh, not
And then a
12d6.
and then a 1d8.
Oh. Eh.
As you have 6 bottles of wine and 1 bottle of Shinemoon.
Hell yeah.
With that nat 1 on the d6, it could have been 6 bottles of Shinemoon, which would have been nuts. Anyways, yeah, as you you guys keep this, and
Mhm.
I would say that you all
Um,
head to
I'm gonna take Zell out there, and after I've put him into the wagon to sleep, is Flanagan up by chance? Is he still? Or is he?
Flanagan is
asleep.
as you get there. Flanagan is like locked inside the carriage. He's sleeping
Okay.
basically alongside or in it. You
Oh,
notice what
is-
I would say as you get there. You notice there's some smoke coming from what looks like a fire that was put out behind the carriage.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put Zell into the carriage, and then are the goats are out as well, right? Or are they?
Yeah,
inside
they are
the
both.
carriage?
They're both wrapped up in a blanket. And as you
Okay.
open the carriage, you see that Flanagan is sleeping without one.
I'm gonna put my blanket on him. I have an extra blanket in my. On my person.
Cool.
I'll put a blanket on him to sleep.
Very nice. As
then
he,
I'm gonna-
yeah, he probably would
I'm
notice that. But yeah.
I'm gonna sit on the edge of the carriage, and right before I go to sleep, in my mind, I reach out to Hildegard or try to talk to her, and just ask if she's there, and that she's okay, and that all the gods are okay.
As you reach out, you feel a warmth, but there's no response. You feel the energy, the warmth. It's almost like that is your response. You feel a warmth surge through you, but there's no sound. There's nothing you hear. Yeah.
And
I think Zell will say one thing just as he passes out. He'll kind of stare over the judge. Judge, if the gods were good, they wouldn't have made Aasimar. And then he passes out.
Hildegard, you're out there. I know you're listening. What was I doing before I ended up in the forest? And that's where I'll leave it before I go into my sentry mode.
Mm-hmm. Cool. The rest of you, is there anything you're
Yes.
doing?
Yes, Judge put up our tents. I have no idea which one's mine. Can I roll a d6 to see who tent I'm?
Yeah, go for it. Okay.
So who's what? I don't know.
I know who's who, and I will tell you
Okay.
whose tent you're in.
A 5.
You are currently in Ashira's tent.
Cool. And that's where I'll pass out.
Cool. Ashira, Mirabelle's in your tent.
Uh-huh. Oh. I'm in the wrong tent. Can I also roll a 1d6?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Sure. Let's do it.
Oops, sorry. A 6.
As you get into Sylas' tent. Sylas!
Oh, this one looks like mine.
Sylas! Ashira's in your tent.
I'm already in my tent.
Oh,
Ashira comes into your tent. Ashira, Sylas is in your tent.
Is Ashira passed out?
no, I'm coming into your tent, I think. You passed out.
But what will you do in the tent?
Sylas, why are you in my tent?
This was my tent, right?
Is it?
Oh,
Oh,
if you don't have a tent, you can stay.
I can't find it. I don't think Judge put my tent up.
Are you wearing clothes?
Do I have to?
Oh, only if you want to.
I think she just falls over on her face and just passes out.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys will be like, okay, cool. And he
You wanna
stays in the
start-
tent.
You want to start to hear the plucking of chords on a mandolin as Diego's found his mandolin. I'm assuming Judge has thrown me into my tent, and I've just grabbed it, and now I'm just like plucking chords.
The funny thing
I'll roll-
is,
I need you to
I
roll.
said I was throwing people into tents, and somehow they walked out of the tents I've thrown them in and ended up in other people's tents.
Absolutely. That is exactly what happens. I
Nice.
need you to roll a performance check at disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage, yeah, that's fine. A 6, that's cool. I expected it to be bad because Diego starts to sing, "Where is the booze? I have nothing to lose. Help me out this bed. Where did I hit my head?" As he's like just singing to himself in his tent, plucking chords.
Very nice. Yeah. As you guys all just hear this. Very out of tune. Almost like a drunkard, because that is what it is. Singing a song. Does anyone do anything else before you crash?
Well,
Elirr, I'd say
Elirr?
you're the one who's least impacted by the alcohol at the moment.
yeah, Elirr is sitting in his tent, and he's getting ready to have a little prayer, I guess. So he takes out the crystal shard that he got, places it in his lap, and then he does his dancing lights with the cantrip, just to. Can I kind of send it into the crystal? Does that work? Like make it glow or something?
Okay, so you're trying to cast the dancing lights to the crystal shard.
Yeah, like kind of lighting it up like a lava lamp or something.
I'm gonna ask you how you do this exactly. What does it look like?
Well, it's like these modes of light that kind of whirl around the crystal and try to kind of push into it. I don't know, like
Okay.
to envelop it, like push into it. I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, if it
It has a faint inner light. And you notice that as you push these lights, these dancing lights, towards it, it makes the light inside stronger as they join alongside that faint inner light held within the crystal.
Okay.
And you see that this lights up quite brightly.
Well, it's kind of what he not intended, but what he hoped would somehow react with the light that's already shimmering.
As you put the
And
crystal down.
Well, he actually holds it in his hands.
Okay. Okay.
And he will do like some movements with it, like almost like, you know. So he kind of does like a deep breath, and first he does like a slow and a steady breath as he takes the crystal to his brow.
Okay.
Then he lets out like a very gentle breath and puts it more outward.
Uh-huh.
And then he has a more like crisp, like sharp inhale and puts it up.
Okay.
And then he brings it back down to his heart and just a very soft last breath taken out, like breathed out.
And as you do that, you close your
Starts to
eyes. And in that moment, as you open them, the light is gone. In your hands, the crystal has disappeared. But you feel it on the pouch to your side.
Okay.
You
I think he
feel,
doesn't-
Elirr, in this moment, you feel just a little bit more wise as you gain a +2 to your current 20 points in wisdom. Putting you on. Oh,
no, I
sorry,
have 20 in
intelligence.
intelligence.
It is intelligence. To your 20 points of intelligence, you feel smarter.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
As you now have
right.
22 in your intelligence stat.
How do I change that?
I will do it for you.
Okay, thank you.
But yes,
Um,
you've just broken the soft cap, which is kind of nuts for a level 2 character to do, but fair enough. You've done it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. But he doesn't necessarily notice or like he doesn't pay attention to the shard disappearing. Like he's kind of in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he kind of directs his prayer.
Okay.
Thistledown, keeper of knowledge untold. I have questions no book has yet answered. The first page of my life is missing, my earliest years lost to the tide. Guide my mind to the truths that lie hidden. Let me follow every wind that carries a clue, until I find the place where my story began. Oh no, I forgot your pronunciation. Baron?
Bayron.
Baron.
Bayron.
Baron, scribe of all things worthy, I'm more than a curiosity with wings. I want my tale to be written in ink, to stand beside those of great mages and wanderers. Grant me the words to speak my worth and the strength to make the world listen. Elwyn, weaver of the weave, magic is the wind beneath my feathers. I seek not only to ride it, but to climb higher than any has dared. Show me the currents that lead to mastery, and the storms I must weather to claim it. If it is your will, let these three currents, truth, recognition, and mastery, meet in the same sky, and when they do, so may the wind remember where it left me, so I may finally fly home. And as I say that, I think of the voice on the wind asking me if I remember where the wind left me.
Yeah. You feel a gust of wind, but no answers. Is that your final prayer before you sleep?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Then he lies down to sleep.
Perfect.
I guess then noticing the crystal's gone and touching
Yeah.
the weight in the pouch.
Yeah. As you gain that permanent +2 stat to your intelligence, which puts you on a 22 intelligence at level 2. Yeah. Is anyone else doing anything, or are all of you drunk and passed out in your tents? Just need to check that.
The only thing people would start hearing is Diego is like shouting for people. And at one point he's like, Elirr! Elirr! I have come up with a title for you. You know, because I have so many. You're this Arcanist of the Endless Sky. Mirabelle! Mirabelle! There she is. You're the flame dancer of the shattered sun. Ashira!
Is that you?
Ashira, you are the crimson seer of golden threads. Sylas! Sylas! You are the star-touched warden of the wilds. Oh, Zel's not here. Oh no, judges. And then he just falls into sleep.
Perfect. I will say, all of you successfully get the benefits of a long rest. However, that time again, everybody, where as you're laying asleep, Ashira.
Oh, it's not this is the wrong person. It's Diego.
Ashira, today you mentioned to the others your uncertainty on your heirloom item. And as you drift off, drunk, it's as you lay there that everything goes dark, fades to black, and then you find yourself in a room. Everything around you is golden, but appears to be made almost out of sand. Everything around you seems to be almost ethereal to touch. And before you is a big open area. It's like a portal, maybe, but it seems to reflect what's behind you. You can't see yourself, and yet it ripples as though it's a portal of some kind. What you notice as you look at it is that you can see the amulet floating before you, glowing silver, and then it cracks. From within spills not magic, not energy, but blood dripping to the floor. And that blood twists and turns as it hits the ground into a flame that forms the shape of a woman as she appears before you.
Can I move?
You can move. She's horned, elegant, and she looks furious at you.
Oh.
As she appears, you see her lips move, and it's almost as if there's a delay as she moves her mouth, and then you hear. You believed power came from trinkets. It was your blood that bore the pact. The heirloom is only a leash. You do anything?
Okay, I wasn't sure she was done. Who are you?
She looks you up and down. I'm one of you. It's in our blood. Not some magic. Not some trinket. Argent, like the name. She starts to burn away. But instead of going to smoke, before you can say anything, she turns to sand and falls to the ground. You're left looking ahead of you, and in the portal ahead of you, you see your own reflection in the glass.
Am I free to move still?
You are.
Can I scoop up some of the sand that she left behind?
You can definitely go close, yeah?
I don't know how close I can go, but I'll...
Do you touch the sand?
Yeah.
As you reach down to touch it, you can't help but feel and think of your grandfather, of your father, of your sister. You pick up the sand and it falls through your hands, and as it does, it turns to blood and drips on the floor. And you wake in this moment. You find yourself with your fingers hot. You find yourself with your hands burning slightly as you touch your skin near where the heirloom once was. Your blood seems to hum beneath the surface, almost like drawn to fire. But you had a lot to drink, and you fall into your deep slumber. I have to say, these dreams are triggered by specific things that happen throughout the campaign. It's not me just dumping them on you guys. However, that night, as Ashira tussles and turns in her tent, Sylas, you also have a dream. You're back in that same forest. You're running through it, this time on foot, rather than floating above. But with each step, you look behind you and notice that your shadow stretches longer and longer. When you glance back and look down to your shadow, the silhouette you drop behind bears wings. Ethereal. Almost see-through. As if the feathers themselves are made of starlight. And then you hear it. You cloak your light well, my son. But the world is not blind forever. A single glowing feather falls from the heavens in front of you as you turn back around and lands in your palm. almost seeping through your skin as it lights. And in that moment, you're still asleep, but you have a slight pain as you wake and move around. It's as though your back aches slightly. But we come back, because that's not the last dream of the night, guys. As for the first time, Elirr, you find yourself somewhere new. You're walking through a cave? No. It's a hidden grove. And you feel as though this area around you holds vast knowledge and secrets. It's like an archive. But it's not one you know. The walls around you appear to be carved themselves from some form of petrified tree. You look up and you see branches hanging down below the ceiling. And you notice that on each of the different roots pouring out to you, instead of flowers, instead of fruit bearing its fruit towards you, you see books growing like fruit hanging from these branches. Around you, there are marble pillars towering either side of the cavern as you stand upon what appears to be a runed tablet itself, the words you can't quite read. As you, in this dream, find yourself reaching out towards one of these books, it unravels as you go to touch it, falling like leaves. And you step back and you hear it, that same voice.
Lore is not bound in ink alone. The wind carries stories too, if you learn to listen.
A gust scatters the leaves you drew to the floor. And as you chase them, you wake for just a moment. And you feel the gust fly through your tent before falling back to your sleep. Now, you would think that would be the last one, but there has to be one more, and this one's on the other side of the grove, so it doesn't really count as judge. You're back. You're at the anvil? And yet, it's smokier. It's darker. To your right, you see what looks like Hildegard on the side of the cliff, sitting watching. But she's not quite visible. She can't really be seen. However, to the left of you, someone unfamiliar, something new, and you can feel it as you stand here. It's strong. It burns. And you hear him utter these words to you as you appear here.
He twisted your love. He raised your world, and the gods did nothing. You could bring them to justice, you know. You could make him pay. Do you know who you are?
As he looks to you.
I do not know who I am. Do you mind to tell me?
You have no recollection. Perhaps That's something for you to decide. I once told you they gave you a new purpose. They buried your truth. Who gave them the right to do so?
As you see, this gentleman appears to be almost tiefling in look. But there's something about him that appears regal.
You remember the screams, don't you? At the very least, the smell of fire, the blood. You really don't know.
I do not. What do you know about me?
I know you were forged. But what really should be the question is from what path? Have you ever thought about it? Perhaps you should. She,
As he looks over towards Hildegard, or an echo of her in some way.
She would have you forget everything. Because of course she would. Why make you know what you have done?
But I have done.
I've said enough.
Do I have a... Can I move?
You
in
can
this
move.
moment?
Yeah.
And looking at Hill, does she look hurt? Does she look like she's...
She looks like she's sitting there on a rock, basically just sitting there. But
She's not making any...
You
she's
notice.
not trying to...
You notice
Okay.
it looks like her, but she hasn't really taken any intention into this conversation. It's as though she's not really there.
Once he says he said enough, I think Judge would rush at him. Full on sprint at him.
Okay.
Does he do anything?
You gonna rush him?
Move? Yeah, I'm rushing right at him.
Cool. As you do so, he grows 4 times the size.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I just go to a stop. just look at him.
I see. Part of you is still in there. I thought as much. They removed what they could. But perhaps one day you will get your vengeance. That's
My
me,
vengeance.
by the way. Kareth, god of vengeance.
Why are you here? I don't serve you.
Well, not yet. Think about it. Perhaps I have more to offer. Aren't you curious what they're hiding from you?
You give me a sneak peek, maybe I might consider it.
Well, okay.
Okay, then, as he clicks his fingers, and in an instant, you are dropped in a different vision. As this time around, you are found. You find yourself in a scene with a starless sky. You stand in a ruined village. Before you can say anything, before you can think anything, you know this place, this ground you're standing on right now, this is Shroud Haven. Before you, you see shadows of villagers screaming and running, and in the town square, a woman. You don't know what she is or who this woman is, but there's blood on her dress and you feel a compelling pull towards her as she falls forward, almost in slow motion.
What does she look like?
You can't make out her face. You can just see that she's wearing a dress. From a distance, it's hard to make out exactly who this person is, but you feel this, you know this person. Lying next to her is a body. You know his too. Though his face, again, you can't make it out. He looks older, yet you can't determine what race this creature is. Now you hear it. The voice, this time harsher, as if in your ear.
He twisted your love. He raised your world, and the gods did nothing.
Everything around you goes that bright red that you see.
You could bring them justice. You could make them all pay.
And judge, before you can do anything, you hear that same as you're pulled back and find yourself in the sentry position back at the camp. Now, very dramatic, I know. That is where we call the dreams for tonight, as Diego, Mirabelle, Zell, and Ashira, well, actually, Ashira, all of you get a good night's long rest. So you can roll yourself your hit points, give yourselves the benefit of the long rest, as we find ourselves awaking in the morning the next day.
Mr. DM, I'm going to take a level of exhaustion, because as soon as I woke up from that, I wouldn't be able to
You
sleep.
don't need to, because you technically don't sleep. However, I will tell you now that one of the things you noticed today is that you will have disadvantage on your next wisdom save. Because your brain's a bit scattered. Congratulations. Yeah, cool.
Thanks.
As that is where we call that night. As you guys awake the next day. Does anyone do anything before you leave to go back to the Grove? As you awaken your tent, I would say some of you have got a bit of a hangover.
Where's everybody? Where's... Ow. What happened to the... Oh, shit. The stone. Take it out of my pocket. You said it looks very different now.
It looks exactly how it should. It's a 12-sided stone with green runes on it.
Then what the fuck was I looking at last night?
The stone.
This stone?
This stone.
I hear him just say, this stone? What the fuck was that?
Yep.
You know what? You know what? You will hear this conversation, but I'm addressing the stone. So imagine, like, what the fuck were you last night? Would basically be it.
You would hear in your head as you say that, I did say to keep me hidden. If you won't do it, I'll do it myself.
Okay.
No?
Just do me a favor. What's your name? I can't keep having you in my head as just the stone.
You see it smirk. This sort of green rune on it changes from whatever it looked like previously to just a smirk as it looks to you and sort of makes like a kiss emotion. Almost like lips forming, blow a kiss towards you. And you feel it hit your cheek. And it disappears back to the way it looked just a moment ago.
Got too many stones. I need a different name for you.
Azula. Is it not? This time a winking eye.
Oh, fuck you. And I am telling the group about you because I'm not dealing with this bullshit on my own. And I put the stone back in my pocket.
Are you okay?
What?
Zell, Earth to Zell.
Man. Yeah, I've got the worst.
You were speaking to an item.
Yeah, I was speaking to the stone. There's a spirit in the stone. I'm gonna tell you guys all about the stone, but I can't talk about it in the Grove.
I understand.
it's pretty confident. The spirit in the stone is pretty confident the grove would destroy it because it's probably really bad. But also it's potentially really useful. I'll tell everyone when we're all together.
Okay, I gotta go check on a flower before we leave.
Okay, I'm coming with you. Is Flanagan awake?
Flanagan,
Oh, hello there. How's it going?
we're
Where'd you-
gonna be leaving.
Flanagan.
Did I?
We're gonna be leaving before too long.
Oh, Flanagan, we killed so many
Oh,
people
no.
last night.
Did I take the blanket
What?
off a turnip? Oh no!
No,
As he
no,
takes the
no,
blanket off and goes outside the back.
That's my blanket. That's my blanket.
Oh, they get cold out there, you see. And
Yeah. Well, I didn't want you to get cold.
but Judge, good on you, man. That's all
He's
right.
a nice guy.
Yeah, good
I
soul.
am I'm a nice person, right? I'm a nice person.
That's
He's a
very
really
awfully
nice
kind of you.
person.
And he folds it up and gives it back to you.
No, you I don't need it. You can hold on to it until we
I
get
couldn't.
back.
I couldn't.
Until we get back to Sylvanthal, you can borrow it.
Perhaps you could lend it. You could lend it to Pickle. The two of them have to share
No,
one.
no. We can stop talking about this now because I feel like my head's about to
Alright.
explode.
Yes,
Right.
we'll be back.
So, we'll be back in about an hour, probably.
We'll be back.
No
And we're gonna
worries.
head out. Be ready.
Take it easy. As he hands to you, Zell. He hands you a good berry.
I eat the good berry.
Can't skip breakfast.
Thank you. Wow. Okay. You know what? I don't care that it's gonna use. Actually, no, I won't do that.
Oh, I
That's
can
fine.
carry you up there. You feeling all right?
I mean, what's all right in this day and age? Yeah, I'll be fine. Let's get some fresh air.
Let's get the others up,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
we'll head towards where everyone else is.
Perfect. The rest of you, as you wake up in the campsite, each of you in your tents, a little bit hungover. Anybody doing anything in particular?
Oh, go on, you go first.
Elirr, I take out the stone from the pouch. Once I guess I get up and notice like it's there. Just kind of look at it if it changed, and then put it back in my pack.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I sit and listen to the wind for a bit, kind of praying for the day ahead.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Is
And then
anyone
getting
else?
up.
I went and got a bucket of water first thing in the morning because Diego knows the best way to cure a hangover is to have a good old wash. So I went and got a bucket of water, went and stood behind my tent, took my kit off, and started getting washed and getting changed so that I'm as fresh as a daisy for the day ahead. But yeah, I would have it so that I can see the other tents, but my decency is covered.
Where
Okay.
am I? Where am I? It's not my tent. No. I mean I'm still I didn't bother to undress or anything, so I'll get a stumble out of the tent, look around.
Morning.
Ah, good morning. This is not my tent, is it? Where did
Oh, did you have some fun with Ashira last night, eh?
No, Ashira's not here.
Oh,
Where's Ashira?
well, she's not in my.
Oh, did we do something spicy last night? My head is so fuzzy. I can't
Wait,
remember.
she's not in with Elirr?
Oh,
Elirr
But
pokes
I-
us in the head.
But I thought
That's
Elirr had the hots for you. Oh, hello, Elirr. Good morning.
well, you answer. Never mind. What if she's in with Sylas?
With Sky?
Shall we take a peek?
Oh!
Shall we go take a peek?
Let
I
me
don't
put
want
some
to-
clothes on. 2 seconds. I just quickly put my trousers on and come running round.
Is there like a grove, like a set of trees or something?
There's trees
nearby?
basically all around you, and as Diego howled, you would all hear coming from the forest is just a response. And I would say that as you have trees all around you. However, Diego, Elirr, as you're standing there, you notice that Mirabelle, her eyes close. Mirabelle, you feel a strange searing pain in your head. And you begin to fall. Diego and Elirr, you're seeing this.
Can I try and stop her from falling
Yeah,
over?
try
Do you
to
try and
catch
catch
her.
her?
Grab her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll need a dex save from a dex check from both of you, whoever's trying to do so.
Flat dex
Flat
or
dex.
acrobatics or
Flat
okay.
dex.
Flat dex ability, I guess.
Oh, it's a 12.
As you know what? I'll say that together you guys managed to break her fall. Mirabelle, you fainted. As you stood up, something happened. Everything went dark. You had a searing pain in your head. And Mirabelle, you're pulled into a vision of your own. I'm doing it again. You do fall into a vision of your own. This time, you find yourself in a place completely unfamiliar. You know that just a moment ago, you were right next to Diego and Elirr. You just emerged from your tent, and yet you're here, and you can feel the lava around you crashing against the bricks, almost reaching up towards you. What do you do?
I look around, being a little bit bewildered, like what's going on here?
You see around you is...
Anyone here?
You hear nothing, and around you, you see the occasional obsidian-like block with... It looks reflective, almost. But there's only lava around you, and these cracked areas that you're on, these bricks of stone. What you do notice is this one particularly large obsidian stone behind you.
I'll slowly go towards it, I guess, if there's nothing else I can... I mean, the rest of all the pathing is blocked by lava, so I'll go towards it.
As you move towards it, you begin to make out what you can see. Amongst all these cracked rounds, this obsidian shard, it's as though as you look into it, you can see your own reflection, but it's looking the other way. Do you get closer to have a look?
I look into the direction my reflection's looking.
Okay. It's basically looking down. And you look down and you can't see anything, but what it's looking at, it appears to be moving in some way. You can't quite tell from where you are. How close do you get to this obsidian stone?
As close as I need to.
As you get right up next to it, you see a handprint forms. A left hand on the stone. It's dark, but in the middle there's a small black sigil matching your own. You still can't make out what's happening.
I guess I take off my glove and I push the stone.
You place your
With my
hand
hand.
onto it.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
you do so, the stone almost lights up, and you can see yourself clearly, as if watching from a third-party position. And you see yourself looking straight over her shoulder, as it's you there, striking away at a forge. Each strike on the anvil sending a ripple of flame around you, almost in time with the lava around you, brushing up against the stones. But as the anvil cracks, molten metal floods outward. It pools and coils into what you can only describe as a metallic-looking serpent with burning eyes. And as it looks to you, the flames rise in your hand and consumes everywhere around it. You hear that voice again. Pain is part of it. The mark you bear is no curse. It is a key. And in that moment, you feel this incredible searing pain in your hand, and you're brought back in the arms of Diego and Elirr. That pain It's as though it's not there right now, but it was there just a moment ago. You still feel the eminence of it. And what you notice, should you look to your hand, is that it's starting to leave a mark on the glove.
You're right.
Have some water. It's just dehydration from all the drinking last night. Look, here. And I give you my water skin. And just gently, sit you on the ground.
Just happened. As I look at my hand, and I try and touch, my wrist, and
Everything is
just
really
a
hot.
random rock. I don't
Does
know
it
what
hurt?
happened. It did. Not anymore. You're not the only one with weird visions, nightmares, whatever. I just
Well.
kept a little bit hidden, I think. There was a voice who said that this marking, you saw it, right? You saw me cast a spell with it.
Yes. It was quite potent.
Yes. Apparently it will grow ever more so. That is a key.
What? That could be a good thing, I guess.
Yes, but if it's causing me all this pain, I don't want to faint in the middle of battle. What
That would be bad.
What happens if this thing will consume your
Well, you learn eye control. You learn. What
You're
is it?
right. As I just take off my glove, and I guess I'll show the both of
As the two of you see what looks like almost like a birthmark. It's sort of it's more like a scar than a burning sigil, but it's very clearly the shape of a flame where it's sort of round around the bottom and then goes up, and it looks like literal flames at the top. I will say that, Diego, you noticed in combat, as you were close to her at the point where she was using some of her spells, you noticed that this was glowing, or her hands were glowing brighter than before.
Well, I was gonna ask that. Have you noticed any changes?
changes. It never was here to begin with. It's only showed up recently. It's similar to what Diego has on his chest.
Yes, look. I just point because I'm shirtless still, so I just point at my chest.
Yes, I'm trying not to look. It's like that. But do you feel anything? Is it just me? Do you have potent spells, potent stinging, Diego? Is your... Did
I guess
you in any way?
I would describe mine as like a connection. Like a soothing feeling in my chest.
Oh, this is not soothing. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Do you mind if I have a closer look? And
I
you
just
would
stick
offer
out my hand like that.
you would offer to do detect magic and try and see a connection, like what happens then?
Sure. Detect all you like.
You know what? For sake of brevity, because I think let's have an Arcana check.
Okay.
With the 13, which was the DC, you do feel there is an immense amount of magical power and arcane power coming from Mirabelle, which seems to be centralized up her left arm, where this is basically found. Mirabelle, as he's looking at it, you can feel it's getting hot as he's inspecting this. It's as though It's as though the best way to describe this to you, and I think it's fitting, you know when you put out a fire and it's still a little bit of a crackle there that just won't quite die? That's what you feel. It's like it's simmering still. No matter how much you try to hold it back, this magical power, it's still there. It's still in your hands, like you're on the brink of casting a spell.
I'll immediately put my hand down, bury it in the sand.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
Don't want to hurt either of you.
Mirabelle, would you mind if I try something?
Sure. The detect magic apparently didn't work. It just...
Give me your hand.
I'll give his hand. I'll give my hand.
And I will just place the palm of a hand on the chest where my moon is.
I go bright red, if that's a possibility.
And I will... and I will cast the guidance spell into her hand, hoping to alleviate something. I know that that's not really how guidance works, but I would like to try and use that moonlight essence to try and help her.
I understand. As you place her hand on your chest, Diego, it's delicate. It's soft. And you place it gently across your chest. It's warm. Almost like its own heat. Like you're sitting by a fireplace. And you get that warm feeling throughout you. Like you've just had something like a big heavy drink. And you've got that warmth radiating through your body. You can't help but feel a kinness for it, almost like you're loving this feeling. As Mirabelle, as you place your hand on his chest, it soothes, it's cool, it's eased. All the burning sensation that was there, it's like you've taken the heat and put it into a bucket of water, where it's suddenly at ease. And you can feel, both of you, that there's a magic, a sort of energy that pulses from both. I would say that Elirr, as well, being in this scene, you would see that there's a light that emanates. It's not fire, it's not moonlight, it's just white light. And as you take your hand off, both of you, they're glowing for just a moment, and then they flicker out, they dim out, and we're just back to the sort of scar that you have. But for both of you, you don't feel a burning, you don't feel at ease. Sorry, you don't feel uncomfortable, you feel at ease.
This is not normal.
Better.
And as I was looking like straight down because I was embarrassed out of my mind, but now I just look straight into his eyes. I'm like, wait, thank you.
Good.
I think so. Elirr, it was magic, right?
Well,
As I still look at I'm asking Elirr, but I'm still looking at Diego.
It's like this concentrated power just in your left arm, right down to your hand, I guess. It's very powerful. It's bursting almost.
It's why I put my hand in the sand. I don't want to hurt you. What if I accidentally chucked a fireball at you?
I'll be fine.
No, you. Anyway, are we still gonna do our little plan now that we feel a bit better?
Maybe you should sit down. I've never seen you go that color before. And then I will walk towards Sylas's den.
I want to know.
I guess Elirr, if she does sit down, will sit with her and just kind of, but not talk to her or whatever, but just close his eyes and listen to the wind.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
I'll sit. I'll also listen at the wind, but I'll also kind of peek at what Diego is doing because I still do want to know if Ashira and Sylas shared a tent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like going over there like this. Like creeping.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Sylas.
Right.
As you wake,
Sylas.
I
Yeah.
will tell you, your back aches.
Okay. That's essentially one reason why he is starting to wake up. He's also waking up due to hearing a wolf outside for some reason. Some commotion outside. But mainly he's waking up to the fact that he's warm. He feels warm. And as he wakes up, he finds himself snuggled against Ashira with one arm over her, not knowing what's going on.
Okay. I think Ashira. I actually had a thought in my head before you said that, and I'm gonna just execute it anyway. So Ashira wakes up, and it works out well because in my head I would have it that she's facing away, so she's like sort of wakes up looking at the tent wall, and she like looks down and she's like, "Ugh, why did I sleep in my clothes? Ugh. Who's that?" And then just like halfway like pulls back the blanket over herself to cover herself and is like, "Hello? Who? I don't. What are you doing in my tent?"
At this point, Sylas truly wakes up, sees what's going on, sees like he's having his arm around Ashira, and scurries back into the corner of his tent with his blanket like half over him, like some nights before. Like, Ashira, I'm so sorry. What are you doing in my tent?
What you? This is. Oh, it is your tent. What am I? Did we? No, I have my clothes on. Why am I in your tent?
I'm not
Have you
wearing
got-
my clothes. Well, my shirt is off. But what?
I don't. I mean, I don't feel dehydrated or anything. Why am I here?
I don't know. You stumbled in this tent, saying that this was your tent, and then I was like, "No, it's not." And then you fall over and like, "Sure." You fell asleep.
Well, I'm so sorry to just sleep in your tent without asking first.
It's fine.
Don't. Where was my? I nearly slept with Mirabelle.
Wait,
But then
does this mean you slept with me?
technically yes. Because we slept in the same tent, no?
Yeah. We did.
Are you okay? Do I need to leave you alone?
I'm fine. Just a bit.
Are you sure?
I've never slept with a female in a tent before.
Okay, Sylas, look. I didn't mean to come into your tent and make you feel all sorts of things. I'm really sorry. Look, I have my clothes on. Nothing happened. I don't think. But you do not have to be shy, okay? Look at you. Look at your muscles. Look at those arms. Any girl would be very lucky to actually be invited into your tent, okay?
Sylas will. I will let blush. Like, if I could turn red, I would like turn red. Thanks. I guess that's like one of the most nicest things someone has ever said to me.
well, when you spend more time in the city, I can guarantee you they will be all swooning over you, especially if you wear that tank top.
What if I don't want to let people swoon over me?
Well, it is hard to do that when you have a face like yours, but you could say that you don't want the attention? Maybe you act more like, you know how Zell was when we first met him, like all moody and broody? You put your hood up and you're like in the corner, like little bit like grumpy all the time.
I remember, yes.
Well, maybe
should
you
I-
do that. They're standoffish, you know, if you don't want the attention.
Should I do that? Would you like me to do that? Would you like?
Would I like? No, I want you to be you. Do what you want to do. What does that? What, you taking your shirt off now? Oh.
No. It's still me. I'm just dropping my blanket to like down.
But you said you had no clothes on. What are you doing?
No, I'm not wearing a shirt. I'm wearing my pants. Look,
Okay.
I'm not naked.
Just be yourself, Sylas. Whatever you want to be.
Whatever I want to be. Yeah. That's interesting. But I'm. Are you sure nothing happened tonight? I mean, my back is itching.
Itching? Well, I mean... My chest was burning last night. Can I
No.
look down?
Yeah, yes, it's D&D. You can do whatever you want. As you look down, yeah, you see what you would normally see as you look down. I'm not going to describe it, but you see what you normally see.
Why not? Okay. But the feeling's gone. Like that
Feeling's
that
gone,
burning...
and you don't see any mark or anything there. It's very strange. You feel like there should be something there. If anything, it feels cold because there isn't.
Turn around.
I would say when you like look down on yourself, there was like this glance automatically from Sylas, like, oh wait, no, should not. Well, I turn around.
Is there anything on his back?
You don't see anything. You don't see anything. What you can see what looks like he's been touching it. Like it's like slightly red, like he's been rubbing somewhere on his back.
Like he's been scratching it. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe in his
looks
sleep.
normal. Apart from maybe like you scratch it yourself.
Okay. Weird. There's still. Well, if it's nothing there, and.
Are you trying to get a massage? Is this your way of trying to get a massage?
No.
Okay.
I'm not lying. I had a dream last night, and it like when I wake up, like it's all itchy and such. So it was like. But if you say there's nothing there, I have no doubt to believe you.
Well, no, it only looks like you scratched it yourself.
That's a relief. I'm so sorry to have put you in this situation, Ashira.
No, I, to be honest, I think it was my fault, and I will try to do better at remembering my tent next time I have a drink, okay? I'm sorry that you ended up with me in your tent.
It's so fine. It's like, don't mind.
As you guys...
It could have been anybody else.
As you guys are having this conversation. Elirr, Mirabelle, Diego, can I have you roll a perception check, please? Diego, I should mention, you've lost 1 level of exhaustion. Mirabelle with a 13, Elirr with a 7. And Diego the Lucky. With a drumroll 14. Hey, Mirabelle and Diego. You can hear both a male and female voice coming from Sylas's tent. The occasional
Oh. Elirr, are you hearing this?
Mike seems not to be good.
It's like there's people in there. Do you think they slept together?
I would
Elirr, I'm talking to you because you're next to me.
think Elirr might be disconnected.
Oh, we both have. Oh, wow, am I the only one with a working mic
Wow.
here?
No.
Can you hear
I
me?
think mine's working. Yes, we can hear
Okay,
you.
we're back. Cool.
Okay, I don't know what is happening. I've been saying stuff, but it's not been coming through. So I'm here now. Hello.
Hello. You.
I was saying that I was outside of the tent door, and I made a few comments, but it obviously didn't come through during their conversation. So I will say I've not said anything until this point. As I was stood right outside the tent, would I have heard maybe a little bit more of their conversation?
You probably would have
Because
caught
I did say I was
maybe
creeping over.
parts, maybe bits.
Would I have heard any sort of conversation of Ashira telling him to be himself and him saying that he's never been in a tent with a woman before?
Yes, you would have heard that. You also would have said, "Are you trying to get a massage?"
Those two
from
bits. Okay,
Ashira?
that's fine.
Yeah.
Then I will then creep back over and be like, oh my god, I have so much tea to spill. Oh, I think that they have slept together, and now he's asking for a massage as well. Tell you what, Sai is a sly dog.
Should we leave him alone? He always struck me as such a shy guy. Apparently he's got more charisma than we know, no?
Yeah, well, I think he's turned into a sly guy, if you get my meaning, but
Lila cities, no? Wow.
Yes, Slylas by name, Slylas by nature.
Shall we leave them alone? Or just...
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
probably...
we will need to pack
I
up
wonder if there's any more... Do you think there's any more Shinemoon about?
You want to start drinking right now? Or shall we leave it in front of their tent with little notes? Like, you need any more? If you need anything, just give us a call.
Oh, what a good... Let me go find some. And I run off over to where the tables were trying to find any alcohol.
Would we rock up around this point?
Yeah, have we
I would
walked
say
up yet?
you guys have been walking up. Is there anything you're doing as you're walking towards the camp? The grove?
After I get Zell or walk with him up to a certain point, I'm going to kind of take a swerve and go check on that flower I planted.
That's at the group where they are. So it'll be when you arrive.
I'll go check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you take a swerve at any point, Zell pulls over. He's fully relying on your balance for
I'd
most
say,
of the
I will keep him with me.
For sake of brevity, you guys woke up a bit earlier, maybe. Maybe you heard the goats outside rumbling around. And you guys headed back up. And I'd say you arrived, just after Diego and Mirabelle have had this conversation. So you guys both rock up back.
Wait, Diego, are you doing hair of the dog? Because I could really do with that.
Oh no, Sylas and Ashira have fucked, so I'm trying to get them some alcohol.
Have what now?
They're talking about it in the tent right now. I think he's asking for a
talking-
massage. I can't believe he's asking for extra stuff. It's kind of
You
crazy.
mean fortification?
Wait, let me just find some. Is there any wine that I can maybe give them?
There is a bottle of wine on the table. It looks like you guys missed it, or on the basket nearby. I will say, before you do anything, Judge, as you walk in, you walk past the flower bed where you went to go put your flower yesterday, and you notice it's not there.
Ah.
Yeah, there's just a hole in the soil.
Well, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay.
Judge.
It was, yeah.
As you bend down to go pick it up and you're having a look, you immediately recognize, oh, it's disappeared. And you feel a little bit better. As you will know that to the pouch to your side, is the flower. It has been the entire walk up here. As you have also managed to successfully trigger your D100 item. Judge, this morning you woke up feeling a little bit healthier, a little bit more wise, as you gain a +1 to both your wisdom and constitution.
Okay.
So yeah, that's another item that you guys have managed to do. It's taken you 12 sessions, in fairness, to get to this point, but a lot of you have been very successful here. I will say, as you guys arrive, Diego, you pick up the wine bottle from the basket, you head back into the rest of the tents. Anything you're doing?
Hell no. Hell no. The moment he picks that up, Zel's over there and says, no, I need one of these to sign me up, and takes a swig right out of there and says, I'll actually have you know, I also got kissed this morning.
Judge?
No, not Judge. I don't actually know who it is.
Is it one of the gods?
Oh.
That's a really good question that we need to talk about when we're not here.
Well, let me just let these lovebirds know that we're waiting for. And I just slink the bottle of wine into the tent, and I just say, whenever you're ready, you know, you're all good.
The two of you see
Hope you
this.
enjoyed last night.
See this wine bottle slide in. And you can hear Zell and Judge outside now as well. What are the two of you doing?
Wait, what? Why are they giving us wine?
Wine?
I'm so confused. What do they think that has happened? Do they think we...
If either of you need to wash afterwards, there's a bucket behind my tent.
Do you know where his tent is?
Bad question to ask the person that ended up in your tent.
Fair. We leave the tent?
I understand. If you guys are nervous, I was in some counseling sessions where people have gone through these type of things, and they've done things for the first time. We can talk about it. We can have a discussion. I can walk you guys through the process a little bit.
Whoa,
there is no shame in any activity.
There is no shame at all. Exactly. See, we are a group of friends. These things are bound to happen.
If you're not going to drink that, though...
She does this to Sylas and whispers, "Don't worry, I got this." Whoa. Who's talking about first times? Come on, Sylas. She drags him out, he's like, "And one for the road," and she taps him on the ass and gives him the wine bottle.
Insight check.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
The
I don't believe it.
The DC is 15.
Oh, but I have
Do I not
disadvantage
get
on
to
my next
see,
wisdom.
or
Okay, it's a 12.
I say it's a 12.
wait? So is it?
Should we roll
Oh, okay.
something?
No.
Do we need to roll something?
You don't.
Against their deception, right?
Okay, you can roll a deception check if you're trying to deceive. Yeah, go for it.
Well, they didn't chat,
I mean-
so I guess...
If you...
We did.
Dang. +8 is wild.
All right.
I was gonna guidance it, but it wasn't even necessary.
Cool. What do you guys do?
I didn't know this was been happening. How long you guys been?
Oh, well, you don't need to ask that. You should know as a counselor that you don't ask that question.
Well,
you know?
no, I'm just
Look,
interested. I mean, it's a blooming relationship, you know. It's just.
I understand that, but we don't need to know the finer details. We just need to know that they are happy.
Are you guys happy together? Is that?
You nodding yes.
Like very slightly, you know.
I look at
Blink
Sylas
twice
and I wink
if
at
you
him
need
and smile.
help. Blink twice if you need help.
Sorry, what's that?
Diego just looks at Sylas. Sylas is like nodding, like looking a bit sheepish, and I just give him a wink and smile at him.
This very faint.
This is lovely. I mean, is there any other relationships blooming in the group? Elirr, do you have a partner? Maybe. I mean,
Wait, are you asking him out?
No, I'm just trying to understand. I mean, I knew there was some feelings.
Elirr, while the conversation was going on, would like sometimes try to like peek at Mirabelle just as he heard like them talking about Sylas and Ashira, but other than that, he's like, and then he opens his eyes when Judge asks him, and I don't think so.
Okay, there you go. I mean, anyone else have a relationship they want to share? Anyone else?
I think we did a lot of sharing last night, but
This is
I don't
you.
know.
It's you did sharing. I did no sharing. I went to my tent. How did you get into my tent?
I got you back to your tent. Don't worry about it.
I hope you didn't stay too long.
I got kissed by a stone this morning. So that's a fun conversation for the road.
Oh, I've never met anyone by the name of a stone before.
No.
How many
I would
things
show you,
yes,
but
there
it
is?
4. I would show you it, but it will hide itself. So we're gonna have a long conversation about this one on the road.
And what does Mirabelle think of you?
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough conversation if when she's okay. Now I'm just sad.
Did anyone else have an interesting night? Anyone else?
I want to apologize. Sorry, Ashira. I think I took your tent, and it's why we're all in this situation. I think I accidentally stepped into your tent. No, but I was too drunk. I didn't even notice.
You were okay. I thought I ran into your tent, and then I found a different tent, and then we woke up the next morning.
I put you guys in tents for a reason. I literally stayed here to make sure you guys got into tents.
You can't get in the way of true love, Judge.
You're right. You're right. Who am I to stop blossoming love?
I do need to speak to you, Mirabelle, about something, but I don't know if now is the time.
Now's the time. Let's just get it all out in the open. We're all friends here.
I don't think we should reveal too much things are going on. Some things could be
I need
far
you to
worse than other
touch my
things.
chest.
Huh?
Huh?
Wait, was Sylas not done up?
Huh?
Sylas is.
What is going on with this group? Now we're touching each other's chests.
You know what? I've got a hangover, and
this
it's
is
been a
why
while. I'm here for this.
Oh god. Okay, listen. This sounds weird, but I'm just gonna come out with it. I dreamt a really weird dream, and I feel like I need some fire on my chest. And who better to ask than our fire genasi?
What is it with all of you guys in dreams all the time? Me and Elirr are the only two people who don't seem to be having dreams every other night. Right, Elirr?
Well, I did a little, let's say, soul searching last night. Prayer of sorts.
Fuck all you guys! I'm fucking done. He just takes the wine bottle out of Sylas's hand if he's not gripping onto it too hard, and he just swings.
If it's any consolation, Zel, I don't think I've had a dream in a while, but I was sort of like, I wouldn't know if I did.
I also didn't have a dream. I don't dream. So
No need to get jealous. They're not that fun, you know. Anyway,
I am jealous.
I guess I'll take off my glove and just, while everyone's sort of distracted, bickering with each other, I'll just do that to Ashira.
Ashira, it's a
with my guard hand or whatever it's called.
As she touches you, it's soft and delicate. It's really warm, but there's not much else to it. You don't feel anything.
Put some fire in it. I can take it.
You want me to cast a spell?
Little one. Don't burn me to a crisp.
Are you sure?
I can take it.
Mirabelle, just as a point of rest, maybe use the other hand?
You might be right there. I switch hands and I'll try to cast produce flame, maybe, but very, very gently.
You produce a
I
flame.
get ready to heal her.
You produce a flame,
Okay.
and Ashira, you feel the flame, but you are resistant to fire damage. So it burns a little bit, but it doesn't hurt. You instinctively move away
Because it's hot.
because it's burning hot,
Okay.
but not without taking like you don't take damage as you do so.
Désolé, I'm
question.
really sorry. Did I hurt you?
No, more like instinct. It's hot, but sorry,
Quick
it's
question.
just like exploit you like that. I thought maybe that would help me.
Quick question, just a quick one. What was hotter, that or last night?
Can we
As
not
he,
talk
like,
about
as he points
anything
towards
else like
silence at last night?
I nudge Sylas when he says it.
A lady never tells.
Hell yeah.
You guys,
yeah.
you guys hear a horn coming from the grove.
Oh, why?
Oh yes, that hurt.
Do you head on out?
Oh, I'm going
Yes,
to
I
stay
think
here
now is the time
forever.
to leave. No, come on, we need to leave. We need to go.
We
Just
need
remember,
to
we have
leave.
quite an urgent thing to go back to Silverlevel
Yes.
for.
Oh yeah, shit, we've got to save the world.
Yes, we
And
do.
you guys awake. You step away from there. Sorry, let me move these two because they're in a different place than I thought they would be. Yeah, as all of you step out back into the grove, you see it looks like bodies have been removed of any outsiders, and the slain druids have been brought to the center. There are druids around. You notice that there is the dwarven druid that you helped save, Diego, and Leora Greenleaf standing talking at the top of the sort of grove here, just outside the inner sanctum. And what you heard was a horn being blown down the way by this druid here, as she returned back to the grove this morning. As you can hear footsteps in the distance, or panting, almost like someone's running up the hill. And I will say that that is where we call tonight's session. So thank you all for playing. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a really good time. I know I sure did. And until next time, we will catch you later. Bye-bye.